that she wanted me to explain for you to get. So like the half of the field to the end zone, so like that would be like the middle of the shot. But like also where the ball is, but like if it's all the way over there.
Welcome back to Bradley Central High School here on the Buzz 101.3, where games are supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group. This is Gary Olney, Earl Rowan, Gwen Schroyer bringing you the action tonight from Bear Stadium as the Bears host the Cleveland Blue Raiders and a big Region 2 6A matchup here of the Crosstown Rivals. Right now, the seniors are being introduced as it is senior night. Let's pick up a few of these football players being introduced by Coach Earl Rowan on the PA here and our Food City pregame show.
Michelle Holofield.
Here is Earl.
Grandmother is Sharon Kilgore and sister Tanisha Palmer. Davion Horton.
We'll have a very special presentation at halftime. The Bradley Central Barretts will be honored for their championship win in AAA basketball this year as we continue with senior night.
T.J. Jones. Travis and Jackie Jones. Ricky Dion McCleary.
Damon Floyd, head coach. Patrick Spangler, Kirk Campbell, one of the assistant principals.
Grandmother
down there introducing all the, they're shaking hands with the players as they're introduced with their parents.
Carson Phillips. Parents are Jeffrey and Erica Phillips. Colton Rowe. Parents are Sherry and Mitchell Rowe. Tucker Still. Parents are Todd and Farrah Still, along with brother Kason Still. Blake Thompson. Mother Randy Irvine. Father Keith Thompson. Jacob Tipton.
We've got a couple of more football players, and we'll cut away for just a moment here on the Buzz.
Jeremy and Tina Kirkendall. Hayden Vandergriff Wilson. Mother Heather Dykus and stepdad Steve.
And we're going to take a quick break here on the pregame show brought to you by Food City here on the Buzz 101.3. Again, we're in the pregame portion of our show. Seniors being introduced on the field, the band, the audio-visual, the football players, the band players, and all those folks are down there on the field. Cleveland High School is across the way. Crowd's going to be down because of fall break this year. Not a typical sellout like we expect to see, but we'll take a break here on the Buzz 101.3, and we'll return in 2 minutes with more live coverage on the pregame show and take a look at tonight's action. Back in 2. Welcome back to Bear Stadium here on the Buzz 101.3. We're in the middle of the senior night presentation. Folks, remember, work out anytime with your friends, your fitness, your schedule with Get Fit plans starting as low as $9.99 per month. Workoutanytime.com with your fitness needs 24/7. And we always like to have our Southern Heritage moment before the game, and this tonight we're going to talk about very briefly, just be me talking. Earl is on the PA about the Cleveland series, which began in 1965. It stands at 27-17 in favor of Cleveland. The Bears have won the last 4 in the series to narrow that gap down. And the seniors I talked to today are expecting to win their 5th in a row because they don't want to be the one that has lost to the Blue Raiders, of course, in their high school career. I'd like to remind you to Village Volkswagen, locally owned and proud sponsor of local sports. Take a test drive today in the award-winning locally made VW Atlas. Visit him at villagevolkswagen.com. And also like to announce our Fan of the Week, brought to you by Taziki's Restaurant. Our winner this week is Cynthia Hall. Miss Cynthia Hall, our winner of the Taziki's Fan of the Week. That's across all 3 platforms here on the Buzz, on Mix, and Fiesta. By the way, we can have if you prefer to listen to the Cleveland version, you can hear them on 104.1. You have Walker Valley on 99.1 Fiesta. That's with Cameron Bright and Andy Morris there. But right now, this is Earl rolling on the PA. I'm Gary Ormby. Gwen Shroy will be joining us for our sideline reporting tonight as the crowd has been gathering. It's been a massive crowd on the Bradley home side. Cleveland side is about a half full, I guess we could say. Their band is mounted across the way. The Bradley band is positioned in end zone, getting ready to do whatever it is they're going to do in the pregame show. We had a special presentation. We have this is one of those 100 rivalry games across the country. Had a presentation of a scholarship to a couple of players, one for the Bears and one for the Raiders early in the pregame. We'll get you those names a little bit later on. It was Holyfield for the Bears. And I don't have the Cleveland High Raiders name, but we'll get that for you and pass it along to you. Remind you again, tonight coming up at halftime, we'll have the Bradley Bears present not presented, but honored as for winning the AAA basketball championship here on tonight's broadcast. Boy, this should be a humdinger. Cleveland has lost one game in the region, while the Bears have won both their games. So this is a must-win for Cleveland to have a shot at the region title and also to host a home playoff game. The Bears would like to keep on rolling and control their own destiny if they can pick up their third region win of the year here tonight on the field. I also like to remind you about Tennessee Western University, tucked between two major cities in Tennessee and perfectly placed in the eastern part of the foothills of the Smokies. People of the heartbeat of Tennessee Wesleyan University. We are because you are. Learn more about being a Bulldog at tennesseewesleyan.edu. And we have excellent weather tonight. The sun has gone down. It's cooled off considerably from the earlier. And I think next week, maybe, we're going to have a break in the weather and get the temperatures down to normal and out of this miserable 90-degree heat we've had for the last 3 or 4 weeks with no rain. And they say the good Lord's going to bless us with rain come Monday. So we need that in the worst way. The field is in good shape. It's a little bit brown in some spots, but overall they've had the sprinklers going, and it is, and really it looks beautiful. It is ready to go, and we hope that things go well tonight for both teams and look for no injuries. But if you should suffer that injury, remember that the Voitech Center for Orthopedic Care will be open tomorrow on Saturday. Check it out at voitech.com. We hope that does not apply to any of our players. Hope it doesn't apply to any of our listeners. Wherever you may be around the world, if you're listening in, you can pick us up on the free app. Download the free app on your smartphone, which it can be either a iPhone or Android. And you can download that. Just look for MyMix 104. Download that free app. And when you go to that application on the banner page, it'll give you the option to listen live. And you'll have 3 helmets there. You pick the helmet of the broadcast you want to listen to as the Bradley Band comes out on the field, and we've just completed the senior night activities. Right now, we'll take one more break, and we'll return here in just a couple of moments on The Buzz in our Food City pregame show. The Buzz, where games are supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group, and we'll be back this time in just 2 minutes for more live coverage.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church.
Welcome back to the Buzz 101.3 on our Food City pregame show. Right now, the Bradley Band is helping the crowd to enjoy the ambiance of the early part of the game, and being joined by the 8th grade at Lake Forest Middle School band members. They're down there on the field with the Bradley Central Band, is dressed out in their great-looking black and white and gold trim uniforms here tonight. Earl, good job on the senior presentation. Not near as many football seniors we've had the last couple of years. Only 16 tonight.
We've had as many as 60 or so seniors to be honored, and sometimes the football team is 20 to 24 or so. But, yep, it rolled pretty well. And, of course, they also, just like the homecoming court, they put their various activities and what they've been involved in and so forth, but we just simply don't have time to go through all that. We just simply welcome their parents, in a few cases grandparents, but it rolls pretty quickly, and I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to that brief halftime presentation, too, of the state champion Bearettes. Man, oh, man. I know that was last spring, but, hey, you never get tired of honoring a state championship team, especially since it's still in the calendar year. And what a great, I mean, we saw it already, a little preview an hour and a half or so ago, Gary, and honestly, you get goosebumps watching it on the big screen all over again, that last 10-second. And your call, man, oh, man, that's something to cherish in the history of Bradley Athletics.
Well, I was blessed to be a part of that great night. Right now, we have the prayer being given.
I pray that you lay your loving hand of protection over each and every one of these players tonight, Lord.
It's Mr. Colin Schull.
That you help control emotions so that we have a clean and fair contest. Help both teams to give their all and do everything for your glory. Above all else, let your will be done. In Jesus' holy name we pray. Amen.
Senior Colin Schull, whose father teaches here. And now we'll have the presentation of the national anthem. No, that was not Colin Schull. That was another student. Colin's got the mic now. He's going to sing the national anthem.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wow, Colin Schull, senior here at Bradley. What a rendition. I didn't know the guy could sing, but he's got some pipes.
Right.
And way to go, Colin. My goodness there. So, man, Earl, I wished I had some talent, but
man,
goodness.
oh, man. That's one of my secret, in addition to being a professional baseball player, I always wanted to sing like that, too.
And here you are stuck with being with me on the radio.
Just talking too much. Couldn't sing, so I started talking.
By the way, the last score we had, the Braves are winning their baseball game 1-0, and that is in the going to the bottom of the 7th. The Braves batting, and Fulton Evans on the mound with a shutout at that point. Let's don't jinx it. Maybe he'll hang on there.
I was pulling for Fulton to go 9 innings, so we wouldn't even have to go to the bullpen.
Boy, it's been brutal on Snit, his replacement last night with Luke Jackson there. But what do you say? 3-0 Braves now. 3-0 Braves. Bottom, top of the 9th. And, man, it couldn't get any better than that.
I tell you what, you're probably like I am, Gary. It's still, in addition to the Bears, the Braves are one special team that when they lose the big games like playoff games, it hurts.
Oh, does it? And Melanson's pitching in the 9th with 1 out, so let's give Snit credit. Maybe he saw the light, and We'll win this one. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
We've got to have that. But
I'll tell you one thing. I told Kathy I'm trying to hold my passion down last night because I really do think that Brian Snitker has done a fantastic job this year and last year. I mean, he is an excellent manager. I like him, but I'm kind of like you. I wish that he would kind of dispatch Luke Jackson to Gwinnett.
Yeah. But I'll say this, nobody and none of the major writers predicted the Braves to win the East because it was Phillies, maybe the Nationals, Mets sometimes, but not one single person picked the Braves to win, so give them credit for that. Great, wonderful season. Maybe last night was just an aberration, and we'll come back and win it. But, boy, we got football tonight, and what a night we've got coming for you. I tell you what, you want to take a break and come back and get the lineups? Starting lineups,
that'll be great.
I tell you what, here on our pregame show brought to you by Food City, Morgan, we'll send it back to the studio there, and we'll take a 1-minute break and return here on the Buzz 101.3, where games are supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group, and we'll look at the starting lineups for both the Bears and the Raiders here when we return, just in 1 minute.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
Are you hungry? How about now? Yeah. What about from this angle? Yeah. BCHS Culinary has all your needs. Feed your feelings.
Earl's going to have the starting lineups for you here in just a moment. We might give you a heads up here. There's a big, gigantic Black Hawk helicopter that the National Guard brought in here this afternoon for folks to tour and take pictures and everything with the pilots and the crew. They're revving up on the baseball field where they're parked, and you're going to hear them take off, and you will hear them when they take off, and you might even feel them if you're on the Cleveland side. They're not allowed. There it goes. He's going into the air as the crowd is roaring. That is a big, huge, beautiful Skyhawk going out over the practice field. And you'll hear it in the background. Those rotors are chopping. That's why they call them a chopper. A beautiful sight here. They're going to take a very slow pass across their practice field as they return to Knoxville, Tennessee. And there they sail off into the sunset. Boy, that's a pretty sight, Earl.
It sure is. Man, I missed that coming in when they landed. But my, oh my, oh my. The Black Hawk helicopter has been on the Bradley baseball field just out behind our big screen. And I understand, Gary, when it came in, it created quite a dust storm.
It was like desert storm, so they turned the sprinklers on and wet the field down after it landed so they could have no dust flying like they did when it come in for the landing. So it was a sight to see, and it's extremely noisy and all that. But that's a powerful, and I talked to the guy, he said that's something to use in combat or for emergency relief, when you go to the hurricane areas.
I heard the interview with him, with Dwayne, a little while ago, and I didn't realize that they use those Black Hawk helicopters in things like the Gatlinburg fire to rescue people and also to help battle the blaze up there in Gatlinburg.
Thank goodness for folks like that. Earl, if you want to go ahead and start the offensive lineups for the Bears and the Raiders, we'll let you take that away here on the Buzz.
And here we go. The starting offenses for both teams. First of all, for the visiting Cleveland High Blue Raiders under new first-year head coach Marty Wheeler. All right, the starting lineups are presented by Honda of Cleveland. And the interior line, the strong guard, is number 62, Austin Allen. Austin is a 6'2", 275 sophomore. The weak guard is number 54, Johnny Gregg. Johnny is a 5'9", 170-pound senior for the Raiders. Strong tackle, number 75, Evan Neal. Evan's a 6'5", 340-pound junior. At weak tackle, number 58, Jax Lambert. He is a 6'1", 280 and a senior. The wide receivers, the center is number 53, Bo Baker. Bo is a 5'11", 255, and a sophomore. The wide receivers at the X receiver, an all-star, having a great senior year, number 2, Robert Flowers. Robert is 6'3", 180, and like I said, a senior. The Z receiver is number 9, Clay McGowan. Clay is a 6'3", 170-pound junior. And the Y receiver is Money Palele. He is 5'11", 180, and a senior. The running back tonight is a sophomore, Tito Boyd. He's having a great year for a youngster. Number 44, Tito is 5'9", 175, and a sophomore. And the quarterback in his first year at Cleveland, he's a transfer from Walker Valley. Number 14, Gage Kinsey. Gage is 5'11", 170, and a junior. That's the Blue Raiders starting offense. And the Bears will counter with their usual offensive 11. In that interior line, 4 seniors and a junior. At left tackle, number 60, Jared Fox. Jared's 6'3", 325, and a senior. At left guard, number 55, Bennett Burris, 5'10", 230, and a junior. Center is number 50, Jacob Tifton, 5'11", 255, and a senior. Right guard is the perfect 4-0 academic honoree tonight by the military, Michael Holyfield. Michael's number 67, 6'3", 280, and a senior. And the right tackle is number 51, C.J. Dills, 5'11", 260, and a senior. The wide receivers, and they are a talented core. The X receiver, number 7, Ashton Boyd, 5'9", 160, and a senior. The T receiver, number 5, Cannon Hall, 5'9", 165, a junior, and had 200 yards of receiving just last game against Ottawa. The Z receiver, 6'5", 205, and a junior, Trey Curry, number 12. And senior all-star wide receiver, number 9, Sailor Clark. Sailor 6'1", 180, and a senior. The running back is number 2, Ricky McCleary. And Ricky had an outstanding game last year against the Blue Raiders. Had right at 100 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. Ricky is 5'10", 195, and a senior. And the quarterback, of course, is number 3. He can beat you with his leg and his arm, Javen Burke. Javen, 6 foot, 200 pounds, and a junior. Gary?
And while we got a minute, let's go to Gwen Stroy on the sideline and let him check things out. Gwen, do you have your ears on there, sir?
I'm not. Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
Hey, man, I'm just going to tell you, right before the whole on-field slot, right before the helicopter, this nice breeze came down here through the north end of the end zone.
Yes.
And just kind of settled in, and kind of got it kind of mixed with the emotion. So the football team's down here on the field now mixing it up with me. I got to get out of the way, getting bumped around.
Well, how are things down there? Boy, it seems to be a lot of spirit and enthusiasm.
This is going to be a great game. Looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
We'll come to you early and often here tonight on the Buzz 101.3. That's Gwen Sroy, our sideline reporter, coming to you tonight. I'd like to remind you again, work out anytime with your family, your friends, your fitness on your schedule with Get Fit plans starting as low as $9.99 per month. That's workout anytime with your fitness needs 24/7. Visit him at workoutanytime.com. Right now, Earl's giving the starting lineups. We're about 7 minutes away on the scoreboard from the kickoff of this game. Huge crowd. The Cleveland side is finally filled in. The Bradley side has been slammed and packed here for the last hour or so. It is just a perfect take for tonight's game. A great breeze blowing in here. And I don't know what else anyone would ask for here in a big rivalry game like this. It's being designated as one of the top 100 rivalries nationwide, and they have a representative here tonight. He gave away a $1,000 scholarship before the game to one player from each side. He will announce a winner of the most valuable player tonight after the game. They gave us some ballots to fill out for the player of the game coming a little later on, and they'll have a winner announced at halftime of the challenge that they have, the rivalry challenge. I'm not sure what that involves. They've already determined who the winner is, and they will announce that at halftime as well. We'll pass the word along to you on that. It is senior night. We've had all the seniors introduced before the game. We'll have the honoring of the Barrett Championship basketball team at halftime tonight, and a couple of clips that you will certainly enjoy if you're here. It is also live on BCHS.TV on the internet. It's available on Facebook. It's available on YouTube. Just look up for BCHS Bear Network and you'll find it there. You can watch it live. You can hear our audio and enjoy the game that way. It'll also be replayed numerous times. Well, it'll be out there forever on YouTube. You can pick it up later on if you can't watch it tonight. If you're with us, no matter where you're listening, welcome to our broadcast. And Earl, it is great to be here. A lot of excitement. I get nervous, every time these games come up, and I'm just here to talk about it. I can't imagine what the players and coaches are going through.
I can tell you this. I feel your excitement, Gary, and I tell you this is our 6th game. We're into the second half, beginning the second half.
Yes.
And I can tell you truthfully, I'm a little bit more up than I have any previous game. There's a different feel for this game.
Yes.
It's Bradley versus Cleveland. It's not just a crosstown rivalry. This is the 45th. And the Raiders still hold the edge there, 27-17. But the Bears have had their way pretty much lately. They've won 7 out of the last 10, and including 4 straight. The Bears tonight are gunning for their 5th consecutive football victory over the Bears, and that feels good as a Bear fan to say that, because boy, oh boy, we have had years in the past where the Raiders pretty well had their thing.
You're exactly right. Right now, the captains are going to cross the field. We also have some honorary captains that Mr. Brian Gentry brought in for us tonight. I'd like to mention Dustin Crumley, Jeremy Hitson, Dustin Sandridge, and Shane Smith. That's Dustin Crumley and Dustin Sandridge. Jeremy Hitson and Shane Smith as honorary captains for the coin toss. And Gwen Schroyer, would you be able to pick up the coin toss out on the field? Or are you available to do that, sir?
Let's do that.
Okay, we'll have Gwen out there. And boy, he's got his new mic, and it is sounding solid and good.
Really smooth.
He's got that mellow voice anyway,
Yes.
Gwen, you can chime in anytime you like tonight, but we do have the opportunity here. You guys set the streaming to tonight's game. We did all the graphics for the video board. We have a live presentation of the video during the game, so that's something that's new tonight as well. Just a lot of great stuff going on there.
Gary, I mentioned too, we won't see this but just a few more minutes, but the sun has just gone down behind the trees here at Bear Stadium, and look at that sunset. Isn't that beautiful?
The Lord has also answered our prayers tonight, because we're wearing black uniforms with white numbers. We can actually see what's going on the field, unlike games past. But they're in black tops. The Bears are in black tops, black pants, white helmets. A look we've not seen this year. Cleveland is in their white uniforms, tops and pants, and their blue helmets. So the scene is set. Coach Marty Wheeler getting his first taste of this rivalry, coming here from Covington for his first year. Very, very successful there. He finished in the state finals the last 2 years, where he lost to Alcoa. Excuse me, his old team is still 6-0 and ranked number 2 in the state, so he left them with some players, obviously.
Yeah, and they played Alcoa tough. I mean, got beat by a touchdown. And when you see that, you know that he had a quality team last year, because Alcoa is tough, folks. And this year, recap real quickly what you were telling me earlier about him leaving the cupboard kind of full there. What right now at Covington?
6-0.
6-0.
6-0, number 2 in the state. Gwen, if you're down there, let me know. We'll go ahead and come to you in a moment. You can get it on the huddle there for the pregame ceremony. The Marine Corps is here as well.
26 cover still and 51.
And there's a lot of folks out there for the pregame coin toss. All kind of TV cameras. They're here tonight. This is considered one of the top 100 rivalries in the entire nation among any school out there, any rivalry.
And a lot of people, Gary, in the last 54 years in this rivalry, 45 game competitions, they have contributed to this.
For a reason. Be leaders of your team.
Here's the win.
Visitor team will call you white, we'll call you black. You guys talk to your team only, okay? And play a good, hard football game.
I don't have the names for us, but we
heads.
definitely have some honorary captains out there. You'll note them there in the white jerseys from.
You're listening live to the coin toss.
Coin toss. If I drop it, we'll do it again.
Great school. I saw Tom Johnson laying around here somewhere earlier
Say it again. Everybody hear tails? It is tails. You've won the toss.
Cleveland wins the toss and defers.
Won the toss. Defer.
Who deferred?
Cleveland wins. They're going to defer. So Bradley will get the ball first.
Cleveland won the toss in the third.
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
So Cleveland did win the toss. They're going to defer. And Gwen,
how that went down.
And they will be defending the north goal, kicking. Bears will go on offense first.
thank you, Gwen, for being out there on that. Added something we've not been able to do before there. So Bradley will be receiving on the closed end, the horseshoe end by the scoreboard, going left to right on your radio dial. And we're about ready to go. So Cleveland will be kicking off.
And the honorary captains are fired up, Gary. Yeah, fist pumping it.
Very special guest, Brian Gentry. He's a great friend of the program. He had those guys out there, and they come off the field. Everybody's fired up. The officials are fired up.
Yes, indeed.
Everybody's fired up for a game of this nature here. We're getting ready for kickoff. I tell you what, let's kick it back to Morgan for the Toyota moment, and we'll return with the kickoff in 30 seconds. Well, the preliminaries are over. We're back here on the Buzz 101.3 and our Kia of Cleveland's first quarter sponsor. Kickoff going to come up by number 40. That will be, I don't have that kicker. Yeah, I do. It's Lawson Dale. He is misnumbered. He is number 40 kicking here. He is a 5'11 junior back deep for the Bears. We got three receivers. Here's a kickoff, high booming kick. It's going to be taken by the Bears at the 10, to the 15, going to the left side to the 20, to the 25 and roll down there to 25 or so. It'll be
Javon Burke.
Javon Burke, first and 10 for the Bears at that point. Looks like he's right just across to the 26-yard line. The Bears will start out first down and 10 here in the first series. Bradley's prolific offense averaging better than 50 points per game. It's just formidable offense, and I'm not sure how it can be stopped. Maybe someone has an answer. We might see that tonight, but let's see if the Bears can hang on and continue unbeaten in the region. They're 2-0 in the region, 4-1 overall. A first game giveaway to Farragut with 4 turnovers. Not had a turnover since then. In the backfield, man in motion, left to right will be Trey Curry. Back to goes Javon Burke, rolling out the right flat. Down the field, long pass. It'll be Clark. It is complete. No, he dropped it.
In and out of the hands
and good defensive coverage that time by number 3.
Aaron Jones.
But well defended by the Blue Raiders.
Aaron Jones.
That's going to be Aaron Jones on the defensive play. Second down and 10 to go. They went for it on the first play of the night. Second down and 10.
Intended for Sailor Clark, and he was open. He was behind
Pass
his
a little
receiver,
short.
But yeah, he had to hold up at the last moment, and it gave Jones time to get his hand on the football.
Brad with an unbalanced line now. Carter Howard in at the tight end position. In the backfield, Ricky McCleary. Single wide out to left and right. Man in the slot position. Snap to Curry. Or to Burke. Handoff inside to McCleary. He's got the first down out across the 30, past the 35, and on to the 39. Making it 38 for a first and 10 for the Bears and Cleveland Ford.
12 yards.
12-yard pickup, 11:35, just underway here in the first quarter. Play from Bear Stadium to the 38-yard line. But the Bears will have it for their initial first down of the game. That offensive line for the Bears is big. The Cleveland defensive line is big. Be a matchup in the trenches tonight in some ways, we think. McCleary and Curry both, it's going to be McCleary in the backfield with Javon Burke. Long count this time. The snap. He will hand off to Manoa. He'll keep it himself. He'll try to get upfield. He will be loose. He's got 5. He can have 6-7 yards. He'll be pushed out of bounds across the 45 at the 46-yard line. A pickup right at 7 yards for the running quarterback. Number 3, Javon Burke. His twin brother, Javon, is number 1. 7-yard gain to the 46. And Turner Jackson said we had new down markers on order today. I don't think they got here, though. Maybe they did. We can read them a little better. It may be a new set over there. But on second down and 3 for the Bears at 11:02 to go, 11:03 went out of bounds, stopped the clock. McCleary and Javon Burke in the backfield. Twins either side right now for the Bears.
Yeah.
The snap. Burke back. Looks like the Bears going to pass. Burke's going to pull it up. He's going to take off and maybe run. No, spilled in the backfield. And he's down, the loose ball, but they say he's down at the 39, so he loses 6 yards on the play as Cleveland's offensive line snuck through there. got past a block or two and took him down just inside the 40, but closer to the 39 than the 40.
And he had Saylor open for a good 8 or 10 yards, but he decided he saw he had some open running room, and then all of a sudden he was tripped up around the ankles, and he's going to lose 45, about 6 yards.
3rd down and 9 to go now for the Bears. Back at their 39-yard line. Trey Curry out wide right, Saylor Clark, Ashton Boyd out to the left side. That's Cannon Hall over there. In the backfield will be McCleary. And it'll be a fake to McCleary. Here is Burke rolling back. Now he's fumbled the ball, and he's down. He slipped. Nobody touched him. He slid down the backfield, and he'll lose more yards. It's going to be 4th and very long. Back to the 39-yard line. A loss, 34, a loss of 5 on the play. Back to the 34. And it will be a punting situation for Braden Clark for the Bears, and back deep will be number 2 for Cleveland. That's going to be the deuce, Robert Flowers, and he is the man that the Bears are going to target tonight to try to keep the ball out of his hands. So let's see what the Bears, boy, Braden is way back. He's got a 15-yard drop back, staying his 17. The line of scrimmage is a 14. He is 17 yards back. Here's a kick away, a high, going to be not caught, but hit and get a good bear roll, another 5, 10, maybe 15 yards down to the 31-yard line from the 34. So 19 and 16 will be a 35-yard punt where Cleveland takes over 1st down and 10 after the Cleveland Utilities power punt. And let's take a quick 30-second break and return here on The Buzz, where games supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group. Back in 30.
One thing to love about the Tennessee Valley is Bradley Central Show Choir, Vocal Motion. The other thing to love is the local Geico office on Lee Highway.
You could save a lot. Oh, you can save a lot. Oh, you can save a lot. But how do
Is that back at Bear Stadium? The Cleveland's first play from the night is number 23, Grayson Merkel, I believe I heard. 3-yard gain, 2nd down and 7 to go. The ball at the Cleveland 34-yard line. And we'll come to you in just a moment, Gwen, after this next play.
What you had to return never.
And here's a snap, a handoff. This will be Tito. He's got it. He'll have nothing. He's going to be stopped almost in his tracks. He might get forward progress to maybe the 30. Well, maybe half a yard. Maybe half a yard. It's going to be 3rd down and still about 7 to go. They'll give him right to the 35. Gwen, down there on the field.
Yes, sir.
It seems very exciting down there.
It is very exciting. Both teams a little tentative, overexcited, trying to get rid of the jitters and whatnot.
Yeah.
We'll see if this offense can be prolific and do what they want to do. Bradley's defense bucking up.
Yep, it'll take a few plays or so, or a series each, to get things loose here. Robert Flowers matched up one-on-one out here on the left side. And here's a hand on a reverse into the middle would be a 1st down for Cleveland. He's away. He may go. He may go. No, he's going to run out. Well, let's see. He's going to be tripped up, and he will score. That's going to be number 9. Is that 9 or 8?
And it works.
Number 9.
And we don't even have a 9. Have no idea who that player is, Coach. Folks, we don't have a number 9 on our roster that we've given.
Could it be Jones?
Well, 8 is Jones, but maybe we'll find out.
Is it McGowan?
On the reverse.
Well,
we
let's
have no
see.
number 9 on the roster. Can't give him credit.
It could be because the PA guy doesn't have him either.
Nope.
It's probably McGowan because he's not listed on the roster, and I know he's playing tonight. So
Clay McGowan.
66-yard run by Clay McGowan.
Don't have a 40 either.
The grandson of former Bear great Mabel DeLay Guerin, and son of Amy Guerin, another Bear great. So Cleveland draws first blood. The PAT attempt coming up by Lawson Dale here at 8:01 to go in the first quarter. He broke through in the double reverse from the end position, and he broke containment. He was gone, no doubt about it that time. He also is a basketball player. Here's the snap. Dale's kick is up, and that kick is good. So the Raiders take the first lead at 8:01, 7-0 here in the opening quarter play. We'll be back in 1 minute after that Tennessee Valley Raleigh touchdown and the Ed Cycle extra point. Back in 1/2 minute with a kickoff. I'd like to remind you folks, Village Volkswagen, locally owned and proud sponsor of local sports. Take a test drive in an award-winning, locally made VW Atlas. And here's the kickoff. It's going to be going and taken at the 15. To the 20, it's Cannon Hall. To the 25, he's going to get to the 30 and on to the 34, 35. He's going to be down at the 35, I believe, where the Bears take over. Maybe the 34. Cannon Hall returns the kick. About a 24-yard return for the Bears there. First and 10 for the Bears, who trail now 7-0 at 7:55 in the opening quarter play. Earl, that was a quick hitter there. Blake McGowan on the end around on the reverse.
Yeah, we barely settled in for this game on their first possession. It took them 3 plays, Gary, to navigate 69 yards. And that was a beauty right there. Apparently, Clay McGowan. And, boy, 2 guys had a shot at him in that last 30 yards or so. And one made a dive, but almost tripped him up, but he kept his balance and scored. 66-yard run.
Here's Curry on the end around. He's going to get away from 1 guy, get away from 2, spinning free, but not the second or third. He'll be down. He'll be losing yardage back, maybe a yard, maybe the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up. It's going to be long, about 10 to go.
And he fought to get back to the
Cleveland has had play sniffed out. He was in the backfield with McCleary along with quarterback Javen Burke. Going to be second down. Give him nothing. Second down and 10 to go. The ball, he lost about a half a yard. And right now, the momentum is in Cleveland's favor.
McGowan.
Get it, go.
And Lawson Dale.
So the Bears with McCleary in the backfield with Javen Burke, the quarterback. Bears are twins out to the left side. McCleary goes in motion right to left. He'll take the screen pass complete. He's going to be hit and thrown for a loss. Boy, there he scouted the Bears, and they're going to lose even more yards back from the 34 inside the 30 back to the 29. A 5-yard loss. Once again, it's going to be third down now and 15 to go for the Bears.
Yeah, that's when you don't really you're not proud of a pass completion there. It's going to go for negative yardage, and they're going backwards now, and it brings up a big third down and a long situation.
Bears negative offense here in the first 2 drives. They trail 7-0 at 6:33 to go in the opening quarter play from Bear Stadium here on the Buzz, 101.3. Burke and McCleary in the backfield. Trips out to the right side this time. They reposition McCleary. Play clock's at 3. They got to go, and time's going to be called by the Bears to save the penalty, and the Bears are totally out of sync at this point, and we'll take a timeout here for Cleveland Collision Center. A 1-minute break here on the Buzz, 101.3. We're game supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group, and we'll return in 60 seconds with more live coverage.
To the 46.
And Javen Burke just ripped off a huge first down gainer from the 28-yard line of the 46. That'll be a 22 plus 4, 26-yard pickup. And a first and 10 for the Bears, and Cleveland forward down to the Cleveland High School 46. Again, the scrambling quarterback, man, there's just, he is so dangerous out there. 7-0 Raiders on top, 6:03 clock running here in the first quarter play on the Buzz, 101.3. 2 running backs in the backfield now to be Curry and McCleary. It'll be a high snap handoff to McCleary. No, it's going to be Burke again on the keeper. He'll be forward for a little bit of yards, across the 45 down to the 43. Let's give him 3 yards, second down and 7 to go for the Bears. So right now, Bears trying to get this drive and keep it alive. Trey Curry coming to the sideline. And he's trying to get, he lost a pad or something. They throw something out on the field to him. I guess they're ready to go now. Curry was in the backfield the last play. Right now we've got Saylor Clark out wide right here in front of us on this side. On the far side is Cannon Hall. Curry is in the slot position over there. And McCleary in the backfield. The snap, the handoff, no, the fake to McCleary. Burke's pass across middle is going to be deflected at the line by number 33, that's Palele. It's going to be 3rd down and 8 to go. Palele deflected right at the line from his linebacker position. He's the guy that the Bears need to worry about on offense. He's a sophomore for the Raiders. Got a senior brother named Money Palele and another brother who plays in the 8th grade at Cleveland Middle named Memphis, like the city, Memphis Palele. I understand their background is Samoan. I was told by a Cleveland person that, so I hope that is correct. But it's going to be 3rd down and 8 for the Bears. Again, an important play on 3rd and pretty long yardage. Trips to the right side. Single man out the left. That's Cannon Hall the far side. McCleary in motion, left to right this time. Burke faking the bubble patch. Boy, he could run for a mile. He's going to pull it down. Is he going to run it? He's going to try, and he's going to be too late now. He's going to be sacked for no gain. Not a sack, but no gain on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 8 and no gain at all right at the line of scrimmage. They've got the Bradley receivers covered quite well, and they're going to punt it away and try to hem them up deep in their own territory. So Braden Clark comes in for his 2nd punt of the night. He had a 36-yarder earlier, and back deep again, Robert Flowers standing at his 10 or 11-yard line. They're not going to kick it to him, I don't think. He is deadly on the kick returns. So Earl, the Bear offense, not able to get untracked yet.
It seems like we're completely out of sync right now, and we're doing things that we don't like to do.
And it's a fake. Braden Clark's going to run it. He's not going to get there. He's going to lose yards, and Cleveland High has it. At their Cleveland 47, he will lose 4 yards on the fake run. So that's a gutsy call by the Bears, so give it right back to Cleveland. I think they were expecting that because they did not drop back to return it. They held the line of scrimmage, and Clark really had nowhere to go around the left side, so the Raiders take over 1st down and 10 at their 47-yard line here, leading already 7-0 at 4:09 in the opening quarter of play. In the backfield will be Tito. That's number 44, Tito Boyd. He's a single setback to the quarterback. That is Kinsey. The snap to Kinsey. He will hand off to Tito. He'll hit the line and get through for 5, 6, 7 yards, 8 yards. And he is really a load to bring down. He's just shy of getting down to the Bear 45. It's going to be a gain of about 8. I believe they got to get to the 44. Yes, 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2, as Cleveland's having their way with the Bears offensively against the Bear defense at this point. The reverse in that opening drive scored the touchdown by Clay McCowan, 64 yards on an end-around reverse, a handoff, and then he flipped it back to the reverse guy, which was McGowan. A different set here for Cleveland. They got 4 guys in the backfield, and there's a flag. That's an illegal formation right there, folks. I can tell you that from here. And I think they just flagged Cleveland for 5. Yep, there we go. You can't have that. 5-yard markup. That'll make it 2nd down and 7 to go now. Puts the ball back in Raider territory, back at their 49 on 2nd down and 7 to go. In that formation, I saw that. I mean, Earl, that was
good call, Gary.
Wasn't enough guys on the line of scrimmage.
And that's the first penalty of the ball game.
Yeah, sure is. So now let's see. They've got, boy, I guess that's illegal right there. The snap, the handoff to Tito. He's going to be hitting nothing. He's going to be hit by 1, 2, 3, 4 Bears. The middle of the line just pushed him back for no gain. It's going to be 3rd down and still 7 to go for the 1st down. Bears had that one sniffed out. They're doing misdirection. The quarterback goes one way, that's Kinsey, and they're misdirecting the action to go the other way, hoping the Bear defense will follow that. That time it did not work. It's going to be 3rd down and almost 8 to go. They say 3rd and 7, but it's almost 8 to go. A long 8, long 7, short 8, we could call it. So here's one of those passing situations. You'd think Flowers will be in play for this. He's out to the right side. This is a tight formation, though. Very tight formation. He's not really a wideout. He's in a slot back position just about. Here is the Kinsey back to pass. Now he is looking. He's going to be pushed. Ball is complete for a 1st down to Flowers on the crossing pattern. And he's got that 1st down, I believe, right at the 42 in Bear territory, or 42 and a half.
And I tell you what, Gary, a short one right across the middle, and Robert Flowers was wide open on that.
Yep. Linebackers bid on something, and we're not there, and it goes to the Bear at 43. Yeah, they marked him back. That's a good spot for the Bears. I don't believe he has it. Well, let's see. What are they going to say here? Now they picked the ball up and moved it.
Yeah.
Come on. Personal foul, roughing quarterback on the Bears. I didn't see a flag. Roughing the quarterback.
I didn't either.
Oh, there it
There
is.
it is.
There it is, way back over there. See it now. So a major 15-yard penalty. Earl, you had to say something about the penalties.
Yep. That was an 8-yard completion there.
That's an Andrew Morgan attorney in Cleveland. He sponsors our penalty calls. We hope we don't have to call Andrew Morgan's name too much tonight. He is a general practice attorney, and he is on North Ocoee Street there, so we appreciate his sponsorship. 1st and 10 now for Cleveland at the Bradley Central 28-yard line. Things going all the way for Cleveland so far with 2:18 to go in the opening quarter. They lead at 7-0. Kinsey, that quarterback, the snap, the handoff to the man in the middle. He breaks through. He's gone to the house. That's going to be a touchdown, Cleveland. Touchdown, Raiders, number 23. That will be Grayson Merkel, number 23, on the carry, and it's 13-0. Raiders at 2:07 to go in the opening quarter of play. 2:07 to go, and it's a second touchdown on Cleveland's second possession. So, Earl.
I tell you what, a group of Bears are a little bit stunned out there right now. This is not how they anticipated the Bradley-Cleveland game with all this hype and emotion starting out. Cleveland has come to play.
Lawson Dale's kick. It is up. It is good. Timeout on the field after the Tennessee Valley Urology touchdown, followed by the Ed Cycle extra point. We'll take a quick break and we'll return in 30 seconds with the Cleveland High kickoff here. 2:07 in the first. 14-0 Cleveland over the Bears here on the Buzz 101.3. Back at Bear Stadium with another Cleveland kickoff. That's going to be their third of the night. It's 14-0 in favor of the Raiders right now. They've had two quick scoring strikes. They broke through the Bear defense, and Coach Marty Wheeler's got something cooked up, and it's going his way. Here's a long kick that's going to be out of the end zone, and it'll be, well, there's a penalty. Offsides on the kickoff. So, Earl, you had to mention no penalties. Now we've had them. These three straight plays, I believe. Another Andrew Morgan attorney at law penalty. Back it up to the 35, and he'll re-kick it. Lawson Dale, the kicker, he is a junior, if I recall correctly. Let's see, yeah, he is a 5'11" junior. That's correct. He wears number 40 for the Raiders, who are in their white uniforms with blue numerals, and blue helmets here tonight. Back deep is Javon Burke, Ricky McCleary, and Cannon Hall for the Bears. Spread out in the backfield. Here comes the next kick. This one is a high. This one will be returnable, and it's going to be Cannon Hall at the 5, coming back to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, and there's a flag. It's coming back. Wherever he goes, it's coming back.
That's going to be a clip. I saw that.
And that's at the 19. That'll be half the distance. So the Bears, all of a sudden, we've had no penalties, and now we can't run a play without a penalty. And you see that quite often on kickoff returns. Back at the 18-yard line, to be half the distance back, and it'll be a block in the back. And there's a signal from the official. So the Bears will be backed up. They got the return out to the 36, so that's offset by the penalty with 1:57 to go in the quarter. Cleveland crowd enjoying this. Stunning lead for the Raiders, 14-0 here. And they'll mark it off from the 18-yard line.
It's going to put them back inside the 10.
Yep, I believe to the 9. Bears have come out passing for the most part. 6 out of 8 passing, according to Earl's stats. Back it up inside the 10. It will be at the 9-yard line. Yep, that'll be half the distance from the 18. 1st and 10 after the Bear 9. Deep in their own territory now. Wideouts to the left and right, singles. McCleary in the backfield with Javon Burke. There's that, that's McCleary back there. Carter Howard, the tight end there. He's in position. It'll be a handoff to McCleary into the middle. He's going to have good yardage out across the 15 to the 16 or 17. Give the 16 looks like a gain of 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3. And he will be tackled. He didn't get the defender. He's hit the 16, though, where he's tackled and brought down. 7-yard gain. 1:40 in the period. 2nd down, 3 to go for the Bears at their 16. 14-0 Raiders on top on our Eads Eldest Ace Hardware scoreboard. We'll get you an update on the Walker Valley at Lenore City game tonight. That's a big region game for the Mustang. The snap to Burke. He will hand off. He'll keep it this time. Pass out, and the flat's going to be complete. He's got a block this time. Outside, he's going to have the yardage for the first down, and then some down to the 26. I believe that's Cannon Hall over there. Yep, number 5, Cannon Hall, the junior. And a 10-yard gain. Another flag. Another flag. Dear Lord, have mercy on us all here. We cannot go this way all night. We'll be here till midnight. Here comes a call. It's going to be face mask on Cleveland this time. So that'll be a 15-yard mark-off. It was a first down after a 10-yard gain. That's just a 5-yarder. Incidental face mask, just 5-yard penalty. To the 31, it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Bears and Cleveland forward. 1:12 in the period, 14-0 Cleveland on top. That's correct, folks. Cleveland on top, 14-0 on 2 long offensive plays. Bears have had trouble getting untracked in their games in the first half, Earl. We've seen that over and over.
Yep. And
empty backfield now for Burke. He's giving a signal to his lineman for the snap count again. Trips to the right side, overloaded that way. Burke back, looking, still looking. Fires it long down the field to McCurry. It is tipped by Cleveland. They got triple coverage on him. As Bradley had 3 defenders too close, all 3 in the same vicinity, and that's not the right call there. Not the right pattern.
Somebody didn't run the right pass routes.
No.
They had 3 receivers, and all of them ended up within 3 or 4 yards of each other.
Curry's the intended receiver, and he had a shot at, but again, the pass was just a little bit underthrown. Curry was racing way down the field. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Clock stopped at 45.3 now in the opening quarter play. You don't want to miss halftime. The Bears will be honored for their district trip of the region state AAA girls basketball title, and Earl will have the presentation, the announcement of the girls on that roster with Coach Reuter. Coach Freeman will be in the locker room, of course. Coach Tinsley is here tonight, and here will be the handoff to McCleary into the middle. He's going to have yardage, not a first down. It's going to be 3rd down after a gain out across the 35 to the 38. Good 7-yard pick. It's going to be 3rd down and 3, though, with 32 seconds to go now in the opening quarter. Going to be 3rd down. Yep, 3rd and 3. Big play. No huddle this time for the Bears. They come to the line of scrimmage under center this time for the first time. And here is Burke into the middle. He will plunge forward. He'll not get the first. Well, yeah, he will. And the line pushes him out there, and he'll have the first. Gwen Schroyer, let's come to you real quick, bud. That was a big play for the Bears. Well, we've lost Gwen momentarily. We'll catch him. That'll be the final play of the quarter there as we go to the break here. Bears will have a 1st and 10 for the Bears and Cleveland forward, just shy of the 45-yard line in Bear territory as the clock strikes 0. After 1, Cleveland 14, Bradley Central nothing, and we'll return in 1 minute with more live coverage on The Buzz, where games are supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group. Back in 60. Good decision run that one this time. It's going to be 4th and 5.
Yeah,
Wide open.
He only had one guy out there, and he was 10 yards downfield. He had plenty of running room, and with his shiftiness, I'm not sure he could have been tackled one-on-one in that open field.
Coach Floyd calls for the punt. They will not go for it on 4th and 5 at the Cleveland 40. The last time they faked the punt, Braden Clark was cut down short. And let's see what they do this time. Clark, that time he could have faked. Here's a high, booming punch going to hit at the 10 and roll dead inside the 10 about the 9-yard line. So a good punt, 31-yarder down to the 9-yard line. So at 9:20 to go, I take a 30-second break at the Cleveland Utilities power punt. We'll return in 1/2 minute with the Cleveland play. Back on the field, first attempt for the Raiders at their 9-yard line. They lead 14-0 here on the Buzz, where games are supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group. Shifting the backs in the backfield around. Here's Kinsey on the handoff to Tito. He's going to be hit, and he's going to have some yardage. But finally wrestled down outside about the 15, so a gain of 6. Going to be 2nd and 4. Gwen, are you there, sir?
Yes, I am.
The momentum seems to be all on Cleveland's side right now.
It definitely is. That's not changing the attitude on the sideline. They're still conspiring what to do and getting each other hyped up. So they're still in it.
All right, 2nd down, and we've got 6 to go. They backed him up a yard to the 14-yard line. 2nd down and 6 to go for the first down for the Raiders at their 14-yard line. They lead it 14-0, 8:44 clock running here in the first half of play. Bradley's high-powered offense, averaging better than 50 points per game, has been derailed totally at this point. Single back in the backfield, Tito Boyd, and it'll be Kinsey on the handle. Boyd, he breaks through. He's going to have the first down easily. That's not Boyd, I don't believe, though. He's out across. Is it Tito? Yep, out across the 20, past the 25, and brought down to the 26-yard line. A 12-yard gain and a first down for the Raiders in their territory at their 26-yard line. So Bears couldn't keep them corralled that time. They're just taking it right up the middle for the most part on the running game. Not trying to get in and around. Just blasting up the middle against the Bear defensive line. Bradley's defensive line is not real big. Cleveland's offensive line is huge. Bradley's offensive line is huge. So right now the edge to the Raiders at 8:02 to go here in the opening half of play. Kinsey out of the shotgun, of course. Tito to his right, and it'll be a handoff to Tito. He'll go to the left side. He will have yardage up across 25 to the 26 or so, a gain of about a yard. Well, let's see. It's going to be at the, mark it down, 26-yard line. No, 31-yard line. Ball's at 25. So give him 6 yards, or about 5 yards. 2nd down and 5 to go at the 36-yard line in Raider territory. Clock at 7:26. 14-0 Raiders on top of the Bears here. Big region game on senior night. We'll have a special presentation at halftime coming up. We've already had our pregame senior presentation. Tito again into the middle. It's going to wire him out. He's going to be hitting stop shy of the first down. It's going to be 3rd down. And about 2 or 3 to go for the first down, depending on the spot. He's right at the 35. He picked up 4. It's going to be 3rd and a yard, less than a yard to go. Just about a half a yard to go for a first down.
Yeah, so they're going to mark him to 34, Gary.
Cleveland offensive line is just 3 yards in a cloud of dust at this point. They've not had but one pass, I believe, and that was to Flowers across the middle on a slant pattern.
And that great passing attack that we're accustomed to seeing. Right now the Bears are 2 for 7 for 4 yards.
They have flipped the deal on the attacks. Cleveland High is not trying to go to Flowers tonight, and they'll probably do it this time. Here's a handoff in the middle, and it'll be a first down and a few more yards out across the 40 to 42. And I believe it's going to be Tito Brown. Yep, Tito Brown again for the 4th straight carry. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Raiders and Cleveland Ford at their 41-yard line. Bears on the road next week. We'll have action starting at 6 o'clock from Maryville High School in another big region matchup that will be on the road. We're here at Bear Stadium tonight, and the Cleveland side is feeling 2/3 full. Pretty good crowd. The Bradley side is jam-packed to the gills over here on this side, and boy, they're standing 3, 4, 5, 6 deep all along the rail back here. Huge crowd on the Bradley side. 1st down and 10 for the Raiders. In the backfield is Tito. They're going to wear him out, and he'll be handoff to Tito. Nothing that time. He just got his feet cut out from under him at the line of scrimmage. Maybe fell forward for a yard. Give him 1 yard. Second down and 9 to go. He falls forward to the 43-yard line. Tackled by the middle of the Bradley Central line. And for the Bears, we've not called many defensive plays, not because it's pretty much been game tackling. That's Camden Creighton. Get it right here in a minute, Gary. On the tackle for the Bears. He was the first contact anyway. 5:25 in the half. Still 14-0 Raiders. Boy, they're taking a lot of time in the huddle. They're enjoying a 14-point lead, and they're in no hurry to give the ball back to the Bears. But here's a big play, 2nd and 9, double wideouts to the left side. Bradley's only got one defender over here. Now here comes a second defender. Let's see if they throw it this side. It'll be Kinsey on the keeper himself. He's going to be Flowers on the wild card cat. There's a flag. That one may come back. Flowers not normally running for quarterback, but the flag at the 46. He gained some yards, not enough for a first down. But this one may come back, and let's see what to call it. It was right at near where he was running. It's going to be on the Raiders. It's going to be holding or a block in the back, and they'll back them up. Let's see the official call coming from the wide hat. Holding on the Raiders. Flag thrown at the 46. They'll back them up to the 36, where it'll be a repeat of second down. But now it's going to be about 15 to go from the Cleveland 36-yard line. 5:02 clock stop for the mark off the penalty, and they'll crank the clock momentarily. By the way, Lenoir City beating Walker Valley 7-0 in their game at Lenoir City. That's a big region matchup for the Mustangs. Lenoir City 7, Walker Valley nothing. 5:02 to go. Twins again, same set as the last play. Twins out to the right side. Single man to the left in motion now. It'll be Kinsey back, handoff in the middle. He's going to have nothing, basically a couple of yards maybe. And that's going to be the running back. I don't believe it was Tito. Merkel, 23 on the carry that time, out to the 39 from the 36. Give him 3 yards. It's going to be third down, still low, and 13 or 12, about 12 to go for a first down. 3rd and 12 for the Raiders at their 39 here at 4:42 now in the half. Bears would dearly love to get their hand back on the ball. It'll be Cleveland ball coming out to start the third quarter. They lead it 14-0 over the Bears. Bears ranked number 4 this week in state's 6A rating. It's Oakland, Maryville, Whitehaven, and the Bears. That's the top 4. Kingsport, I believe, was ranked number 5. Unbeaten, all of them but the Bears with that one loss in the opening game against Farragut. Kinsey on the end around, and here's a halfback pass. Going to be down the field to Flowers. He's got it, and he's going to go. He's going to go. Touchdown, Cleveland. They've got it. Flowers on a halfback pass. Brilliant call, and they lead it 20-0. Upset brewing here at Bear Stadium.
Who threw that?
Clay McGowan. McGowan threw it to Flowers. Clay McGowan to Flowers for a 61-yard touchdown catch and run. And he was open. He was behind the defender. The cornerback or safety bit on the play when the receiver came around. Here's a snap. The place down. The kick. It is up, and it is good. Timeout on the field after the Tennessee Valley Rogers touchdown. It is 21-0 Raiders on top in a stunning game right now. 4:09 to go in the first half here on the Buzz, where games are supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group. We'll be back in 1/2 minute.
Alexa, ask Whirlpool. Hey Google, ask Whirlpool. Ask Whirlpool. Ask Whirlpool.
Care can be a handful. That's why our Whirlpool Smart Range helps you care smarter with voice control.
Hey Google, ask Whirlpool to turn off the oven.
Set oven timer for 5 hours. Keep warm. Alexa, ask Whirlpool to preheat the oven to 350.
So life doesn't revolve around your range. Everyday care. Whirlpool.
Well, it seems like all we have are Cleveland kickoffs. After yet another score, they lead at 21-0. Here's Lawson Dale with his kick. This one is going to be high and be returnable, taken by Cannon Hall at the 10, 15, 20, 25 to the 30, and brought down about the 34-yard line. That will be Cannon Hall for the Bears. Will they take over 1st and 10 with 4:04 to go? And Earl, another quick long play there for the Raiders.
Yep, it was a quick pass from Razzle Dazzle, Clay McGowan on a what looked like an end around, and then he pulls up and throws to Robert Flowers, and Flowers had 2 or 3 steps on the Bear defender But that one was a long drive, started back at the 9-yard line, 91 yards in 9 plays. So they're showing they can grind it out or they can go on the short drives.
Picking up big chunks of yards from time to time. Here come the Bears with McCleary in the backfield, trips to the right side. Single man out left here, that's going to be McCurry. The snap, the handoff to McCleary. No, Burke keeps it this time, and he's going to be running and getting a little bit. Well, he's not down. He was nearly down. He got back up, and Denver touched the ground. He's going to have a good 9-yard gain out to the 40. Let's see, the 43-yard line, where it's going to be second down and short to go. Second and about a yard and a half or 2 yards for a first down for the Bears with 3:43 in the period.
Yep,
and the
good
half.
long yard. It's about the 43 is where they mark him. So a 9-yard run. His knee never touched.
No.
They thought they had him tackled, but he kept going for another 5 or 6 yards.
So do the Bears try to go over the top on second and short with 3:27, the clock running here, trailing 21-0. Cleveland on top. That's right, folks. Cleveland up 21-0 here in the first half of play. McCleary in the backfield again with Burke. Trips left side. Burke, high snap again, handoff to McCleary into the middle. He's going to have the first down, and then some down to up to the 45, on to midfield, where he'll have a 7-yard pickup and a Cleveland forward first down for the Bears. McCleary, good gain. He was hit at the line of scrimmage, broke free, picked up additional yardage. 7-yard gain, 3:07 to go in the period, and in the first half of play here on the Buzz. 101.3. Don't forget, Tennessee Western University, tucked between two major Tennessee cities and perfectly placed in the foothills of the Smokies. People of the heartbeat of Tennessee Western. Here's a handoff. No, a pass out in the flat to Cannon Hall. Sidestep to 1, 50, 45. He's on to the. And that'll stop the clock at 2:48 to go on the out-of-bounds play. And he's going to be right at the yardsticks from across the way. They may have to measure this. No, let's see.
41.
Second and very, very short. He gave him 10 yards, really.
10 yards, but
second down in inches. No, not a first.
We'll call it 9.5 yards. Really close.
It's very close. You hear Brian Howard in the background here. I got a feeling. Let's see what we play here. 2:48. Clock stop. Burke pass out in the flat. It's going to be incomplete to Hall. Bears can't catch the ball right now. Going to be third and short. And now we've got some guys, trash talking over there. Nothing going on. Those going to be third and very, very short on the incomplete pass. And just replay the down. No penalty or nothing. Crowd's getting into it. Pelele lost his mouthpiece. He came back out and picked it up. He got his helmet knocked off. Pelele did. He steps out of the game for one play at least. Bears now huddle up quickly. Clock not running. It's out an incomplete pass. And now trips to the right side. Sailor Clark out along to the left side. Burke, the handoff to McCleary. He will have that first down and move down inside the 40 to about the 36. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Bears and Cleveland forward at 2:37. The clock stopped to move the chains. At the Cleveland 36-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Bears. McCleary, a 5-yard pickup from the 41 to the 36. We'll have a look at Earl's stats. Earl will be busy at halftime introducing the Bearettes basketball team. We'll have the band performing at halftime, I think. I haven't seen him take the field yet. We're not sure what will be going on there. Burke back to pass, looking in the end zone, going down the field, wide open. But couldn't bring him down. 21-6 with the Bears trailing the Raiders. Upcoming kick by Bear kicker Isaac Vaughn, who made 27 in a row earlier this season. Here's a place down. That kick, it is up, and it is good. Timeout on the field after the edge cycle extra point. 21-7 at 2:16 to go. We'll return in 30 seconds on the Buzz with the Bradley Central kickoff here in just a half minute. back at Bear Stadium. Gwen on the sidelines.
Yes, sir.
That helped the Bear momentum.
Hey, I got to tell you, when Burke took that ball and cut to the right initially when they were still beyond midfield, you could feel a sense of urgency, a respect for the game, and knowing that they had to put the ball on their shoulders now, not later, and get something moving. And that led into that whole movement past midfield, and not bad.
And here's some kind of squib kick. The Bears will nail the returner at the 25. One of the upbacks got it. So at 2:11 to go, Earl, recap that drive there for us.
Yeah, that last drive for the Bears, and boy, that was a much-needed drive. 66 yards, 5 plays with a big one. That strike from Javen Burke to Trey Curry, and the extra point tacked on by Isaac Vaughn, and that big 36-yard pass. That's gets the Bears back a little bit of momentum going. They still got to chip away, but it makes the lead 21-7.
After this next play, we'll have our Jenkins Deli Lucky Caller announcement, so be standing by with your phones to win a Jenkins Deli gift certificate. Here's a snap to Kinsey, and here's Tito. They're going to just run the ball, and he's going to try to squirm forward and get out to about the 35. A gain of about 5, second down, and 5 to go for the Raiders with 2 minutes to go in the half. If you're caller number 3, 476-0076, caller number 3, win a Jenkins Deli gift certificate, 476-0076. Morgan will take the call, and he'll text me the winner here at halftime. We'll make that announcement. 1:45 to go in the first half, 21-7. The Bears trail the Raiders, and they'll come forward from the 35. Taking their time, they're just content to run the clock out. They'll have the ball at the start of the third quarter. We'll have our halftime, Southland Finance halftime show for you. Here's another handoff, and he breaks free. Tito Boyd, he's free. He may go. He's going to go down to the 35 and be tackled down from behind. My goodness gracious. And he's a hard-to-stop guy, and I think he's going to be out of bounds back to 38. Let's see, the officials standing back to 38. Yeah, they're going to back him up to the 38. So from the 35 to the 38, it's going to be 15 plus 12. 27-yard pickup and a Cleveland first down for the Raiders with 1:23 to go. They may change their tune now and try to score again. They lead 21-7 after the Bear touchdown on the pass from Burke to Curry. Twins out left side. It'll be Flowers and McGowan, I believe, inside of him. Here's a handoff to Boyd. Boy, he is hitting the backfield and slammed down for a Cleveland concrete sack. And he was met by a host of Bears. Going to be second down and a loss of, 3 back to the 30 or 41 in Bear territory with 55 to go.
Clock is running.
Clock is running. Cleveland with 2 timeouts, the Bears with 2. Second down and 13. Now Cleveland will call timeout. And here we'll take one on behalf of Cleveland Collision Center ourselves. A 1-minute break on the Buzz, 101.3, 48.9 in the half. 21-7, the Raiders over the Bears, back in 60. Pass complete with the Raiders from the 39 down to the Bradley 20-yard line. Flowers absolutely wide open. Looks like the cornerback got cut off over there somehow. It'll be a Cleveland Ford first and 10 with 44.7 to go. Cleveland threatening to score again at the Bear 20 in the Denso red zone. The Denso red zone. First time we've been there tonight because there have been big play scoring. It'll be Kings in the backfield with, that's not Tito this time. It'll be handoff to the left side. He'll have some yards down. He's going to have 5. He's going to have 10. He's going to be down inside the 10-yard line. Going to be first and goal for the Raiders at the Bear It's on the far side. We'll have to wait and see where they mark it. Probably about the 5-yard line or so. Nope, back him up.
Maybe
about between the 7 and 8-yard line. First and goal at the 8-yard line, we'll call it. 37.9 to go. Raiders look for another score. They lead 21-7 already. 21-7. And this time probably. And the snap. There, yeah, it was Tito. And the Raiders take a 27-7 lead here with 34.5 to go in the first half. 27-7. What we're seeing is not what we're believing, but it's happening, folks. Bears down big, 27-7 here in the first half. Here comes Lawson Dale's PAT attempt. The snap down. That kick is good. Yep, there's the signature. It is good. 28-7 here after the Cleveland Utility extra point. We'll take a quick 30. 4.5 to go. Bears 8-7 with a kickoff coming up here. So we'll have to figure something out at halftime, folks, because right now we don't know what's going on. Very, very.
How to pronounce it.
With 20 seconds to go. Timeout for the movement of the sticks. The Bears going to try to save their final timeouts here. They've got 2 left. They'll move the sticks, and quickly as they crank the clock, it's running now 18, 17. Trips to the right side. Burke on the pass, out in the flat's going to be complete again to Hall, trying to spring free. He's up to the 40, to the 45, cutting across to the, and he's still going to the midfield. 45 and to go. 5 timeout for the Bears with 4.6 to go. And Earl, we saw this last week, the final play of the half. The Bears scored at Ooltewah, or two weeks ago.
And they've got it into the area where Javen Burke certainly has the arm from midfield to throw it into the end zone. So I'm sure we're going to see about 4 receivers at least go down to the end zone and just take a heave from Javen.
4.6 seconds to go. Let's take another quick 30-second timeout for Cleveland Collision Center. Return with the final play of the half, we think, in just 1/2 minute. Back at Bear Stadium with 4.6 seconds to go. The Bears first 10. Cleveland's going into prevent defense. Bradley has twins out to the right side. Curry out to the left side here, wide out. Burke back looking to pass. Plenty of time. 3-man rush. He's going to roll out. He's going to have plenty of time. Now it's going to be chased away. Boy, he's got all kind of time now. Here he comes, a pass down into the end zone. Curry is wide open. Here's a catch. It is
incomplete.
Incomplete as the horn sounds ending the first half of play. Curry had a shot at it, but boy, there were 4 defenders there. He went high with Clark also there, and Ashton Boyd as well.
And that pass, Gary, was more than 60 yards.
Yes, it was.
From about the 42 all the way 3 or 4 yards into the end zone. And honestly, the Bears had a chance. They had Curry there. He went up, but the Raiders were able to defend it very well.
Gwen, that was a good call there on the final play of the first half. Well, Gwen has gone to halftime, I believe. We'll catch him in a moment here. We'll take a break here. 2-minute timeout here on the Southland Financial halftime report coming up. Our lucky caller winner of the Jenkins Deli was Cherie Morgan. And I'm going to smack her daddy on the side of the head here in a minute. He's standing beside of me, Ralph Chase. But that's Cherie Morgan. Congratulations on winning the Jenkins Deli gift certificate. You can pick it up at the office at Mix 104 sometime Monday after business office hours open. We'll be back in 2 minutes with the Southland Finance halftime.
One.
We're back with the Southland Finance halftime show here on the Buzz 101.3. We're getting supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group. We're at halftime where Cleveland leads 28-7 over the Bears, and they'll have the ball coming out. We're going to go right now to Earl Rowan, who is going to present the
ladies and gentlemen,
talk about the Barrett team.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we direct your attention to midfield. Before I make any remarks about those young ladies and their coaches standing at midfield, we would like to also honor and recognize 3 other athletic teams this week. Our Bradley Central High School golf team, the boys have just won the district championship, and our girls finished runner-up. Congratulations to Coach Don Burke and the golfers, both boys and girls. This past May, our Bradley Bears baseball team completed one of the best baseball seasons in recent Bradley history, when Coach Travis Adams and the Bears baseballers finished runner-up at the state tournament in Murfreesboro. Congratulations to our baseball Bears. And earlier in February, Coach Ben Smith and our wrestling Bears finished runner-up at the state wrestling tournament. Congratulations to our wrestling Bears. And ladies and gentlemen, there are several young ladies standing at midfield along with the coaches that did something Central High School and the Bradley County community and all of the alumni that has not been done in some 43 years. And that was to bring home the gold ball representing the Tennessee state champions in girls basketball for the state of Tennessee. And ladies and gentlemen, if I could direct your attention to the big scoreboard, you're going to see a replay of the final 10 seconds of that exciting state championship game.
We've got one timeout left and we need to call. Hughes inbounds, tries to catch it up, spins the long ball. Here we go. Clock at 9. Blair, who has the ball? She's in purple. Gets a straight marker. Blair's going to go the long three-point shot.
In the background, you can hear the replay of the Bradleys. Course now. And it's a little hard to hear the sound here, but if you're watching it on TV, you can see it clearly and hear it loud. Lombard, of course, her only points of the game, a three-point shot with 1.2 to go to give the AAA championship to Bradley Central for the first time since 1976. And all the Bears are on the field enjoying this immensely as they're being honored and going to be called off. The roster, all those here. There's one of the girls in Florida on spring break, and I think another one of the coaches there. Coach Freeman is in the locker room of the football team trying to figure out what to do as the Bears trail 28-7.
And of course that has become a part of Bradley Barrett's history with a state championship with 1.2 seconds to go in the ball game. I tell you what, it doesn't get any more exciting. Just seeing that replay just gives you goosebumps all over again. And ladies and gentlemen, may we introduce you to the state champions of Tennessee basketball, our Bradley Central Bearettes. The star of the show, Hannah Lombard, making that last shot, could not be with us. She's already serving in the military. Representing Hannah Lombard tonight is her mother, Miss Carol Lombard. That was number 45, Hannah Lombard. Number 1, Kaylee Hughes. Number 10, Anna Roberts. Number 40, Caitlin Big Red Hollander.
You hear Caitlin Hollander.
Those are our senior Bearette state champions, the juniors. Number 21, Cambry Mayo.
They're going by class right now, class.
Number 34, Alexis Barnes.
All these girls will be back from this point on.
Number 42, Anna Walker. And number 11, Amelia Reuter. Those were our juniors. Our sophomores. Number 33 and the tournament MVP, Jamarian Blair. Number 2, Jemiah Williams. Number 4, Kelsey Carmen. Number 23, Ashton Estrada. And number 43, Anna Mahonan. Those are the sophomore Bearettes. And now for the freshmen. Number 0, Ashlyn Crittenden. Number 54, Siler Falcon. And JV's Carsey Weber. Morgan Cartwright. Caitlin Ledford, Abby Walker, and let's hear it for 2 of our coaches who are on the field. Assistant coach Amy Prophet Tinsley, a former Bearette herself, and the head man who presided over all this excitement and madness, head coach Jason Reuter. And ladies and gentlemen, if I could direct your attention to the big screen, I won't have anything else to say. Congratulations to the state champion Bearettes again, but we're going to conclude this ceremony with one more visit to the last 10 seconds, an encore.
Real diamond. Real diamond. Real diamond. And there you have the conclusion of our halftime show. They were re-showing the last 10-second call we had on the Mix 104.1. And here we go with it. And that was me screaming there in delirium there as the shot went through there. Hannah Lombard. We'll take another break here on the Buzz 101.3. We're game supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group. And we will return in 2 minutes with more live coverage as the Bradley band gets ready to take the field. We'll try to get some scores for you here. Walker Valley is up at halftime, I think 14-7 the score we had there. And we'll get some more for you here when we return. Back in 2 minutes on our Southland.
Denso has been around for a really, really long time, locally in our area, over 30 years, and it's a very stable company to work for.
Before I started working here, I didn't know what Denso was, but since I've been working here, knowing how much Denso sort of has its footprint all over the world, it's actually a global company that a lot of people in America haven't heard of, but it interacts with everything you do. If you drive a car, you probably have a Denso part in it.
So some of my daily tasks consist of fixing the machines, communicating with my other associates and making sure all these production lines are working properly. We do logistics. We repack finished good products.
My day-to-day here is basically working on the machines and producing product for Denso.
Alexa, ask Whirlpool. Hey Google, ask Whirlpool. Ask Whirlpool, ask Whirlpool.
Care can be a handful. That's why our Whirlpool Smart Range helps you care smarter with voice control.
Hey Google, ask Whirlpool to turn off the oven.
Set oven timer for 5 hours. Keep warm. Alexa, ask Whirlpool to preheat the oven to 350.
So life doesn't revolve around your range. Everyday care. Whirlpool.
Bibs. Blouses. Onesies. Tube socks. Tank tops. Boxers. And bath towels. You can't skip laundry, but now you can skip adding detergent. Fill once and wash up to 40 loads. Select Whirlpool washers with Load and Go dispenser. Another way
Okay. Back at Bradley Central High School's Bear Stadium at halftime is Cleveland up 28-7 over the Bears. Surprisingly, Cleveland, yes, 28, Bradley Central 7. Band on the field right now for the Bears. Cleveland band is not performing here tonight. The Bears will be kicking the ball off to start the third quarter, but let's take a look at a couple of scores we've got here. Here, 28-7 our score. The Walker Valley boys are on the road at Lenoir City. They lead at the halftime break there, 14-7. And we also have the Braves winning today, 3-0 the final there. Other scores of interest around the area. Anderson County leads East Ridge 21-7. You want to go ahead and give us some of these, Gwen, there, please, sir?
And looks like Saudi Daisy playing at Hickson. That's 26-0, second quarter. Chattanooga Central playing Howard, and Howard leading 21-0.
Wow.
Maryville is playing Fulton, and they are up 35-7 over Fulton.
That's probably halftime there, I'd say, close to it.
Yes, halftime. Ray County at Ottawa, 10-0.
Who's on top there?
That is Ray County.
10-0 over Ottawa, okay.
They're 5-0. East Hamilton at Sequoia, 51-6. East Hamilton up mightily.
Sequoia's 0-6, man. They're just not real good right now.
And Elizabethton playing at William Blunt. That's 3-7. William Blunt leading.
Okay, there you have our scores on the Elders Ace Hardware scoreboard. Here again, Bears trailing 28-7 at halftime. Walker Valley up 14-7 at halftime at Lenoir City. Here's the Bears taking on Cleveland, and we'll take another break while Laura gets his stats ready here on our Southland Finance halftime show. Here's our trivia question, though. I just about forgot that. The winner of this, whoever can answer this trivia question, the first correct caller will win a free oil change at Crown Chrysler Jeep. And the question is pretty simple tonight. If you've been listening to our broadcast today or pre-game or anything, what was the first year these two teams played? What was the first year, the very first time they played football? Call 476-0076, 476-0076. Morgan there standing by. Take the first correct caller. They'll win a free Crown Chrysler oil change. That's about a $40 value in any place in Cleveland. So we'll have a lucky winner here on that in a moment. Once again, congratulations to Cherie Morgan, our winner of the Jenkins Deli lucky caller tonight. She'll have a gift certificate from Jenkins. She picked that up at the office sometime Monday. I think she's in Florida, so she's probably not thinking a whole lot about eating out at Jenkins because she's out eating somewhere else. And Cherie, I hope you're having a good time, and eat something for me and Earl if you would, please. We appreciate you and everyone. Sydney's here tonight. We saw her a little bit earlier. But anyway, we'll send it back for one more break while we're doing this. Earl will have a chance to finish up his scores. The trivia question tonight for the Crown Chrysler Jeep free oil change. What was the first year, the fall of what year did the Bears and the Raiders first tangle? It was a 1914 Bradley Central win. I'll give you that much. Back in 1 minute with more live coverage.
you need credit up to $4,000? With a check into cash flex loan secured by your car title, that's exactly what you could get. Apply for the cash you need today and keep your car. At Check Into Cash, a flex loan offers you the funds you need to handle some of life's bigger emergencies. Get started on your flex loan by visiting checkintocash.com/TN. Apply in-store with your car title, receive quick approval, and borrow the funds you need.
Your one-stop money shop. Check into cash.
Welcome back to our South Finance halftime show. We're giving you our Elders Ace Hardware scoreboard. Don't have a lot of score support tonight, but the good news is the Braves in Atlanta, even the series in the NLCS, with a 3-0 win, a shutout tonight over the St. Louis Cardinals, who beat the Braves last night 7-6. The Braves came back, had a really, really good run there in the ninth inning. They got 2 home runs out of Acuna and 1 out of Freeman to pull back within a run, but too many had been given up by the relief team. Right now, the band is completing their performance on the field. We're about a minute and a half away. And Earl, if you put your headphones on, Earl's got the stats ready to go, I do believe, here. And Earl will give it to you on our Southland Finance halftime report for our stats.
All right, Gary, stats look like this. In first down, it's dead even, which the score were. But Bradley has 9 first downs. Cleveland has 9 also. In the rushing department, each team has 19 rush attempts. But the Raiders have made much bigger use on the ground than the Bears have. The Raiders have gained 193 yards here at halftime in their running game on 19 carries. The Bears 19 carries for 89 yards. The passing department, the Bears have gone to the air 13 times, completed 6 for 80 yards. Cannon Hall is the favorite target. He's caught 4 passes for some 50 yards. Trey Curry has 1 for 36, and McClary caught 1 for negative yardage. So 6 out of 13 for the Bears. 3 for 3 for the Raiders. Unbelievable. Only throwing 3 passes. All 3 of them were just magnificent to Flowers each time. But one time was a little razzle-dazzle with Clay McGowan throwing it on what looked like a reverse. And he pulls up and hits Robert Flowers 61 yards for a touchdown. So Flowers has gotten open 3 times, wide open for all 90 yards, 3 for 3. Recapping the scoring, if you joined us late, here's the Raiders stunned the Bears in the first quarter, leading 14-0. And of course, here at halftime, they're on top 28-7. Something that I don't think anybody expected. Such a wide margin here. The Raiders were expected to provide plenty of competition, but man, a 28-7 lead at halftime on the Bears' senior night on their home turf is totally unexpected. In the first quarter, Clay McGowan took it 66 yards. Quickly, the Raiders went 69 yards in 3 plays. Kick was added by Lawson Dale, and they were on top, 7-0. Later in the first quarter, Grayson Merkel went 28 yards, capping a 53-yard drive, 5 plays. Again, Dale adds the extra point, and at the end of the quarter, it was 14-0 Raiders. Second quarter, with 4:09 left in the first half, Clay McGowan hit Robert Flowers 61 yards, capping a 91-yard drive in 9 plays. Again, Dale was true on the extra point. The Raiders were on top 21-0. The Bears would get on the board 1965.
And tell me the final score.
19-14.
That's right, Bears won it.
At old Jimmy Lovell Field.
And that,
which is now Ocoee Middle.
Yep.
The old legendary field there. I saw a lot of football action in the late 60s all the way to 1972, I guess, when this school opened.
71, 72, yep. And I believe Cleveland actually played. They didn't have their field ready to go when they opened the school, and I think they played some of their games there back in the day, and we'd have to go back to double-check that. Right now, getting ready for the kickoff, it'll be the Bears kicking right to left with the wind. And we do have a pretty good breeze tonight, right to left, so the front's going to break these temperature extremes, and it's going to cool off considerably come Monday we hear with highs in the 70s, or maybe Tuesday. Rain Monday, highs in the 70s on Tuesday. But right now, Isaac Vaughn ready to kick off with the Bears with his wind to his back. They're expecting maybe an onside kick, but it will be an onside kick, and Cleveland will cover that at the 47-yard line. So that time picked up and covered by the Raiders by number 17, Edward Christian Covillion. So Cleveland has it first and 10, leading at 28-7. And we'd like to remind you about the Voitech Center for Orthopedic Care. Heard on Friday night, they offer Saturday sports clinics. Check it out at Voitech.com. We appreciate Dr. Gary Voitech and his support of Bradley Central football throughout the years. Bears down 28-7, and they will have the ball in Cleveland's hands at the Cleveland 47 after the failed onside kick attempt. We knew that was coming. We had heard earlier this week that the Bears would try that. They've had a fake punt tonight. They've had a onside kick, and right now they trail it 28-7. They've got to get something going. We're going to go to Gwen here in just a moment. Gwen, if you're down on the field, let me know, please, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll come to you in just a moment. Here it will be the handoff. Flowers on the end around. He's going to have 5, 6, 7, 8 yards, maybe out just shy of the Bear 40.
Yeah, good 8.
6. And he's giving him 7. It's going to be, he's got to get about 3 more.
Yeah, about 7.
Yeah, 7 yards after that pickup. And Gwen, let's come to you, sir. What are the Bears going to have to do here at the start of the third quarter?
Well, they're going to have to play some defense, first of all, and get the ball back. But I think stiffen up that line, that misdirection is very confusing.
Yes, it is. So there you have the word on the sidelines there. Gwen Schroyer, an AV teacher here at Bradley Central, audio visual. And on second down and 3, let's see what the Raiders have cooked up. Kinsey in the backfield with Tito Boyd. The snap will go to Boyd. He's going to be hit. He'll lose.
Yeah.
Well, they've maybe figured him out.
Yeah, that's good defense right there now.
He's going to lose at least a yard, maybe 2. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go. A short 5, a long 4. C.J. Hardy, the defensive end, who came into Bradley from Kentucky this year. And he's a cousin of the 2 Hardy kids down at McCallie, who are both D1 prospects, the quarterback and the big lineman. 3rd down and right at 5 to go at the Bradley 47 for the Raiders, who lead at 28-7 now. 10:44 in the third quarter of play now. Cleveland jumped out the lead 7-0, 14-0, 21-0 before the Bears could mount a threat. Handoff again to Boyd. He will have the first down and then some. He's going to break through down to the 40-35 and brought down to the 33 or so in Bear territory. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Bears. For Cleveland, and Cleveland 4. Tito Boyd is just a load to bring down. As you can hear the wind blowing through our mocks here, we've got a strong breeze blowing. It feels mighty, mighty good here. Move the chains. Again, the drive stays alive for the Raiders with 10:19 to go in the third. At the Bear 34-yard line, 1st down and 10. Flyers have been involved in a lot of plays tonight with McGowan and Tito Boyd. That's been their offense all night long, those 3 players. Here's a handoff to Boyd again, going to the left side. He's going to be hit and hit and hit, and will not go down. He'll have down to about the 30-yard line for a gain of 4, where it's going to be 2nd down and 6. On the far side of the field, we couldn't get the defenders for the Bear side. Right cornerback, I'm sure Javon. No, Javon is on this side, and let's see what we got here. No flag. Thought we might have had a flag there. I'd like to give a shout to Cork and Annette Whitlock. I knew they're listening in tonight, and the Morgan family down in Florida enjoying their vacation on fall break. Listening in on the out. 2nd down and 6 to go. Kinsey ready for the snap. He will take it. Hand off to Boyd. He's going to be hit immediately, and he's going to be brought down for maybe a yard gain down to the 29. Give him a yard. It's going to be 3rd down and about 5 to go. They've got to get to the Bear 20, almost a 23 actually. So it's going to be a long 5, short 6 at the Bear 29-yard line. Big series right here on the next couple of plays, because Cleveland will go for it on 4th down unless they should sustain a major loss or a penalty of some kind. And still they're almost within a distance that's too short to punt in at the Bear 29-yard line. A tight formation this time. Flowers out wide to the left side, the only outside player. The snap to Kinsey. He's back. He's looking. He's going to pass underneath. Going to be incomplete. Incomplete. Intended for Flowers. And, boy, he would have lost major yards if he had a caught that. It's going to be 4th down and 5 to go. 4th and 5 to go.
4 down territory, though. And, Gary, that's their first incomplete pass.
Wow. They've only tried, what, 4?
4. Yeah.
So 3 out of 4. That's a pretty good percentage there.
Yeah.
And one of those was, 2 of them are very long passes, 2 of them for touchdowns there. 4th down and 5 to go for the Raiders at the Bear 29. Big play, especially for the Bears right here to get the momentum back. They've not touched the ball yet. Clock's at 8:40 to go here in 8:41. It did stop the clock at the incompleted pass. Let's see if the Bear defense can rise to the occasion here and stop the Raiders. The snap, back to pass. There's a flag. It'll back them up 5 more yards. A move before the snap. Dead ball backing up 5 to the 34-yard line, making it 4th down and 10 to go. So another Andrew Morgan attorney-at-law penalty for the Raiders. He's on North Coy Street. See him for your legal needs. Talked to a young lady there just the past week, and she was very accommodating to tell me what kind of business they had. And Earl, I hope I never need an attorney again. So, but it's good to know he's there.
Yep. and Andrew Morgan done a good job of sponsoring our penalties, folks.
Yep.
He is a local attorney. He's not throwing any of these flags. He just sponsors the penalties.
Yeah, so, make that clear. Cleveland will go into punt formation now, and let's see if they actually punt it. Bradley has no one back deep. They're expecting a fake here. But it's 4th and 10. I don't know. They might fake it. I don't know if it would be that nervous. Yeah, it's a fake. No, he's going to be a little sidewinder kick. It's going to be into the end zone, though, and through the end zone. And the Bears will take over 1st down and 10 to the 20. So the Bears have stopped the initial drive.
Yeah, he wanted it to die somewhere inside of the 6 or 7 yard line, but it bounced about the 3 and took another bounce into the end zone. So he only gained 14 yards on that 34-yard punt.
The Cleveland Power punt attempt there, and let's see, it'll be Bears 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line, not the 20, but the 25-yard line.
Yeah, correct.
And that'll be the first time the Bear defense has stopped the Raiders tonight.
That's right.
Their 5th possession, they had 4 touchdowns on the first 4 possessions. And the Bears trailing 28-7 at 8:34 to go. Clock stopped on the change of possessions. Now, I start to say they had it marked wrong. They moved back to the 20 now. It should have been at the 20.
I thought, hey, they haven't changed the rules, have they?
No. It's the 35 if it's an out-of-bounds kick. Burke with McCleary back there. He will hand it to McCleary. He'll come across the middle. He'll have some yards up to about the 24-yard line. Going to be 2nd down and about 6 to go. McCleary tackled by a big number 71 for the Raiders. And that's going to be Ben Gray. Ben is a 235-pound, only 5'7", and he is a junior. 8:15 to go in the 3rd. 2nd down and 6 to go for the Bears. Ashton Boyd comes from the sideline of the play. He'll go out to the right side, trips out there. It'll be Hall, Boyd, and Clark, and Curry on the left side. Trips right, Curry to the left side. McCleary in the backfield with Burke at quarterback. The snap, Burke back, looking. Has plenty of time, throws it deep down the field to Curry. He's going under it. He is just over his fingertips, out of bounds, or incomplete. Going to be 3rd and 6. Boy, he had to pass there that time. A little bit too long. Curry got his fingertips maybe on it. Just overthrown. Going to be 3rd down and 6 to go.
Yep, he was behind, and they put Robert Flowers covering Trey Curry, and Curry had a step on Robert, but he was about a step away from that. Javen just led him a little bit too long. Trey should know, hey, he's going to air it out. He's got the arm, so he could have just kept running.
Cannon Hall and Curry out to the right side. Saylor Clark out to the left side with McCleary in the backfield again. 3rd and 6, big play here for the Bears. They'll have to punt it away if they don't get the first. It'll be a keeper by Burke. He's going to have the 25. He's going to have the 1st down for the Bears, and Cleveland forward pushed out of bounds about the 33-yard line. A big play and a great scramble that time by Burke. A call play.
That's a good call, and, hey, you're always safe keeping it in the hands of Javen Burke. When you need 6 yards, he can usually get you 5 or 6 yards if it's a must situation, and it was a must situation right there, and he picks up the 1st down.
And we'll go to Gwen here in just a moment after this next play, Gwen. 7:44 to go in the 3rd quarter. The Bears down 28-7. McCleary in motion, but it'll be a quarterback draw by Burke, and he's going to have nothing really. They didn't bite on that at all. And Gwen, let's go to you. Momentum is beginning to shift a little bit toward the Bears.
It is, and if you'll notice these runs on the inside like that, the keeper run is opening up the wider routes. I don't know if that's something they're trying to set up.
Well, they may be. It's going to be second down for the Bears, and right at still about 10 to go. They give a half a yard. They move the sticks, maybe a half a yard. Twins out again to the right side. Curry this side. It'll be a handoff to McCleary in the middle this time. He'll have about a couple of 3 yards. It's going to be a short gain out just across the 35 for a gain of maybe a yard and a half. Or it's going to be second down or third down now, and close to 9 to go still for a first down.
Call it about the 35.
The wind is really picking up here, and there's no rain in the forecast, no rain around. By the way, Walker Valley was ahead 14-7 at halftime at Lenore City. Braves final day, 3-0 in favor of the Braves, shutting out the St. Louis Cardinals to even that series at 1-1 in the NLCS. The winner will go into the pennant race for the Nationals against the Dodgers Nationals winner. And the Dodgers won again today, by the way. Burke back. Here's a pass again down the field to Cannon Hall. It's going to be
interference.
And there's the flag. They got it. Flag on the play way down to the 30-yard line. That'll be a first down for the Bears as Cannon Hall was being pushed by Robert Flowers. That was obvious interference there. And that will give the Bears another first down. And Cleveland 40. They'll mark that from the line of scrimmage. That'll be a 10-yard mark off from the 35 out to the 45. It will be a first down.
It's 15.
By a yard or so. Yeah, I believe, yeah. It is 15. Sorry. Pass interference. Line of scrimmage was the 35, and here comes the official to mark it off. There's a call from the head man. 15-yard mark off. That moves it to midfield. And another first and 10 for the Bears in Cleveland 4. Just across midfield, more at the 49-yard line. Closer to 49. The Bears trying to bounce back here with 6:27 to go in the third quarter of play. Cleveland up 28-7. 28-7. My wife criticized me. I don't give the score enough. She wants to turn it on for 30 seconds to get a score. Here's the keeper, Burke. He's got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Come on, baby.
He's going all the way. Yes. Touchdown, Bradley Central.
All right.
Jalen Burke.
Baby.
49 yards for the Bears, second touchdown of the night. And that's a Tennessee Valley Rogers touchdown. And Gwen Schroyer, were you there with that score?
Yes, sir. Oh, my gosh. Did you see him turn on the Jets? Yes. I'm like, man, that was just flat out amazing.
Hey, Gwen, I've seen Kirby Smart run down those sidelines. You were matching him stride for stride, weren't you?
I was already here. I wasn't moving.
Here comes Isaac Vaughn's PA attempt to pull the Bears within 2 touchdowns. The snap, the place down, that kick is good. 28-14, timeout on the field after the Ed Cycles PAT. We'll take a 30-second break here. Cleveland 28 now, the Bears 14, and we'll be back with 6:18 to go in the third on The Buzz, where games are supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
Well, the momentum is definitely taking a swing to the Bears. They just scored on that long, electric 49-yard run by Javen Burke. Earl, that was a quick hitter for the Bears there.
Yes, indeed. 80 yards, 4 plays, and that big electrifying run. Brian Howard calls it electric. That is true. Javen Burke for the TD, and that cuts into that Raider lead, 28-14.
Here's the line drive to the 24 to 35, 40. Espalele on the return there out to the Cleveland 40. So with 6:13 to go, let's see if that score by the Bears got the momentum shifted defensively. And it'll be Palele returning it to they'll put the ball down at let's see, shy of the 40, I believe, at the 39. Yep, first and 10 for the Cleveland. Their 39-yard line with 6:13 in the third, 28-14. Raiders lead the Bears. As we've said numerous times, this is a region battle. Both teams need this win badly. Cleveland needs it worse than the Bears, and they're playing better than the Bears right now. Brad Little thin at linebacker tonight. Tucker Thompson out of the game. He was in a boot today here at school. And with Kinsey, and in the backfield, they have Tito, and they're going to flip it, Tito, to the right hip now of Kinsey, and it'll be a handoff to Tito. He'll hit the middle, and they figured him out now, Earl. Stopped him dead in his tracks, give him 1 yard, 2nd and 9.
And, Gary, you said you were forecasting some changes to be made at halftime, and so far they have not let Tito just run wild on them. That time they stopped him for about a yard.
Looked like Riley Harmon, the first man there to hit him, a junior linebacker. Or playing outside linebacker there. 5:43 to go in the period. Bradley's defense trying to rise case. 2nd down and 9 to go now for the Raiders at their 40-yard line, just across the 40. Hope you're enjoying tonight's game here as much as we are in bringing it to you. Kinsey has the ball. A little pitch back to Tito. Trying to get outside now. He's going to be hit, knocked down again. Gain of maybe a yard to the 41 or so. It's going to be 3rd and long. Give him a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 8 at the 40, just outside the 41. So the Bear defense has definitely made some adjustments at halftime. And I say that, let's see what to do on 3rd and long. You'd think this is a definite passing situation. They've got a tremendous all-state receiver in Robert Deuce Flowers, they call him. Call him Deuce. He wears number 2. He's out here the wide on the right side. And that's basically the format. Flowers is the go-to man, and here is Kinsey. He's back. He's looking to the left side. He's going to the left side. Down the field, it's going to be incomplete, knocked away. And it's going to be 4th down. Intended that time for number 9.
That was Steele.
And that was Kaylee McGowan on the intention receiver, and Tucker Steele on the breakup at defensive back. So 2 straight drives here in the 3rd. The Bears will stop the Raiders.
Yep, and that's encouraging right there. The Bears defensively have made some adjustments. They're playing much better on Tito, and that time on a 3rd and 8 situation, they knocked down a crucial pass right there, forcing a Raider punt.
Back to punt. To receive the punt for the Bears will be, looks like Cannon Hall, I think. Here's the punt. Away hits a side. It's blocked! It's straight up, and the Bears have it at the 30, 25, 20, and the Bears are down to the 21-yard line.
All right,
1st
baby.
and 10 for the Bears. And
momentum is shifting.
And who picked that up there?
Who was the big guy?
11, number 11.
Hardy.
C.J. Hardy blocked in. The Bears have it at the Cleveland 21-yard line, 1st and 10. And boy, Gwen Schroyer,
22-yard line.
Move it to 22. Gwen, that's what we needed, wasn't it?
Hey, if that doesn't turn things around on the defense mind, they got this going now.
Bears trailing 28-14, 4:36 to go here in the 3rd quarter play, but they've got the ball nearly in the Denzo red zone, not hardly yet. But here will be the snap. Another high snap, McCleary into the middle. He will have short yards down to the 20, give him just 2-3 yards. Going to be 2nd down, and going to be 2nd down about 7 to go. Closer to 9 than 8, but it's going to be 2nd down and ball at the 21-yard line. Yeah, just give him 2 yards. 2nd down and 8 at the 21. Let's see the Bears here. Curry wide left. Cannon Hall out wide right. We've got Carter Howard, the tight end, right stuck underneath here. Let's see if they look for him. Burke's going to carry, though. He's going to be down to the 20 to the 15, down to the 10, and inside the 10, will be 1st and goal for the Bears. Good run by the quarterback, and Javen Burke again showing what he can do when he's calling, and it's just inside the 10, I believe it is. Gwen, are you there?
Yes, sir, and I want to make a note, that was Ricky McCleary on that block. If you didn't see that block, that's what made that play happen.
There you go. Good spot there.
It's right at the 10, Gary.
It's going to be, they're not going to use a change, so it's 1st and goal for the Bears at the 10. They've got to score because they can't get a 1st down here. The snap will come to Burke. Hands off to McCleary. He will be hit in the backfield. No gain. He'll lose yardage. About 2 or 3 yard loss. Going to be 2nd and goal. They have really not allowed Ricky to get anywhere tonight. It's been Burke on the running game. Going to be losing 3, 2nd and 7, or 2nd and 13. I'm going the wrong way. 2nd and 13 for the Bears at the Cleveland 13-yard line. 3:09 to go. Clock running here in the 3rd quarter. 28-14 Raiders over the Bears. Walkerville at 14-7 at halftime at Lenoir City. And here's a snap. Burke's going to keep it himself. He'll punch in the middle. He's going to have yardage back to the 10. It's going to be 3rd down and goal, though. Going to put him down at the 11, actually 3rd and goal for the 11-yard line for the Bears and Burke. 2 shots get in the end zone, and time's going to be called the official. And I'm not sure why. There may be a water break here.
No, looks like the center, number 50, down on the field with a wrist injury.
Oh, man, we don't need our center hurt. Of course, that's going to be Jacob Tipton, our starting center. We don't need our center hurt. And while we got a chance here, let's take a quick break. But first, let me tell you about a word from Voitech Center. If you're injured tonight, they do offer Saturday morning sports clinics, so check it out at voitech.com. And having said that, let's take a break as the Bear trainer, Julie Savage, is on the field attending to Tipton. And we will take a 30-second break and return.
Are you hungry? How about now? Yeah. What about from this angle? Yeah. BCHS Culinary has all your needs. Feed your feelings.
Touchdown Bears as they come back. A pass to Ricky McCleary across the middle. 11-yard that pass on 3rd and goal, and Ricky McCleary absolutely wide open. What a call by the Bears. And it's touchdown Bradley Central, a Tennessee Valley Urology touchdown. And we'll be ready for the Ed Cycle extra point here as the Bears pull within 28-21. And boy, you can feel the stadium is shifting.
While we were on the cutaway there, I mentioned to Joe Cannon, I didn't like those first 2 calls, but boy, I like that last call. Hey, kudos to Matt Moody for that one.
Isaac Vaughn, his kick is high, it is long, it is good, 28-21. And with 2, let's go first to Gwen. Gwen on the sidelines. You were there, you saw
yes,
that
sir.
play.
You know, I felt like they were expecting that same up the middle run, and he kind of slid out the side, hit the tackle corner, and there he was in the middle and nobody around him.
He was absolutely wide open. Let's take a quick 30 here. The Bears now trail 28-21, coming back with 2:33 to go here in the 3rd on the Buzz, where games are supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group.
One thing to love about the Tennessee Valley is Bradley Central Show Choir, Vocal Motion. The other thing to love is the local Geico office on Lee Highway.
You could save a lot. You can save a lot. You can save a lot. But how do you know? Unless you call 894-2600.
Got a car? Got a boat? Got a home?
Get a quote.
The Bear kickoff goes to Flowers at the 10. He stumbles around, comes towards the 10, 15, 20, boom, boom, and boom. He's down.
Yeah,
at the 24-yard line, 25-yard line, looks like. 1st and 10 for the Raiders.
On the 25.
And Gwen, if the Bears ever had momentum, they should have it right now.
I'm telling you, the Bear is, I mean, they are white hot with energy on the sideline, jumping up and down, yelling at each other, really getting into it. There's an effect right now.
And it's transitioning into inspired play out there, too. The Bears have shifted the momentum.
1st and 10 for Cleveland at their 25. They lead it, but just 28-21. That 21-point lead is gone. It's down to just a mere touchdown now. And with 2:26 to go here in the 3rd, it's been the 3rd quarter. The Bears have dominated. Cleveland's had 2 possessions. They've had to punt both times.
5 first downs to the Raiders, 1 in the quarter.
And we said at halftime they had to make some adjustments early. It's obvious the coaching staff knew what they were wanting to do, and they've made a good game of it here. Here come the Raiders with Kinsey. Tito Boyd. Now time's going to be called by Cleveland. They are really in a mess right here. They're going to burn a timeout here, their first of the half. So at 2:26 to go, we'll take one here for Cleveland Collision. A 1-minute timeout here on the field. Back in 60 seconds.
bibs, blouses, onesies, tube socks.
2:26 to go in the third after the Cleveland timeout. It's going to be 1st and 10 for them at their 25. They were confused. It seemed like Kinsey hand off to Boyd. He is smacked, and he is smacked again. Boy, they have got Boyd in their sights now.
Baby. And the Bears defense, they're fired up, Gary.
He may have a half a yard. Give him.
Yep, got about a half yard.
2nd down and 10 to go. And I don't know what they fed these guys at halftime, but they're spitting nails right now. The Bears are on the growl. Clock running at exactly 2 minutes to go in the third. 28-21, the Bears trail the Raiders. They were down big, 28-7.
This series of plays could be crucial right here for both teams. If the Bears defensively can hold and we get this thing tied, man, it's going to be an exciting fourth quarter. If the Raiders take it down, hey, they could gain the momentum back.
Pass it down the field. It's going to be it's going to be complete.
That's Flowers.
Looks like it's overthrown, but the long, lanky Flowers reached up and caught it at their 46 for a 1st and 10.
Yeah, I don't understand from the player standpoint, if you've got one of the best pass receivers in the whole state of Tennessee, how he can be so wide open every stinking time. Every time.
Go talk to the coaching staff.
It's just, hey, somebody should stick on him like glue. I mean, he's Robert Flowers.
I agree with you. 1st and 10 for the Raiders now. At the 46, handoff to Boyd, going left side. He's going to go nowhere. He's going to be stopped maybe a yard. The running game for Cleveland is non-existent here in the second half. Minute 27 to go, gain of 1, 2nd down and 9 to go. Ball at the 48-yard line in Raider territory. Bear defense has come to play here. They gave up that pass to Flowers. Boy, it'd been a great stop there if we'd got the ball back. But nevertheless, just got to work a little harder here, guys. 1:08 to go. Yeah, turnover would be good. Ralph Chase here trying to urge on the Bear defense. Kinsey with Tito to his right. The snap. Tito the handoff. He's hit. Boy, he's going nowhere. He didn't even make the line of scrimmage that time. It's going to be 3rd, and he's going to lose.
Bears defensively have really made some adjustments on Tito's running. I mean, he ran wild in the first half, but so far, defensively, we have his number here in the third quarter.
I believe they've changed the gaps defensively. They've changed the gaps up front because their offensive line has got nothing going right now. 3rd down and 9 3/4 yards to go for a 1st and 10 at the Cleveland 47-yard line. Boy, right here's the play we got to have, Earl.
Yep, this is a big one.
3rd and 9, same exact formations with 4 Flowers out to the right side. We've got Burke on him. Here's a reverse into the middle. He's going to have 5. He's going to have, there's a flag. That's 2 flags.
Yep, and he did not get the first down.
3 flags, 4 flags.
All over the place.
I believe he got offsetting penalties. I believe we might have had a cheap shot back here in the backfield on someone, but 4 flags on the play. 2 at the tackle, 2 in the backfield, and let's see what the call is going to be here. They're talking it over. I know one of them's going to be holding or blocking the back on Cleveland, because the play was still going on. I think that's what it would be.
I can't believe all of those flags.
Holding
one's
Cleveland.
Not against the Bears.
Holding Cleveland.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 flags on Cleveland. Personal foul Bradley.
Bears.
2 holding calls on Cleveland, a personal foul on the Bears. So let's see how they mark this off here. Will they mark off 2 penalties against Cleveland?
Yeah, they have to. 20 yards in penalties for holding.
Personal foul's an automatic first down, though.
15 against the
declined.
Bears.
Holding against the Raiders is accepted. So once declined, it's going to be a repeat. Personal foul on the Bears. That's going to be an automatic first down then.
Yeah, I'm afraid you're right.
Well, now they're going to say 3rd down, though. Going to be maybe a dead ball foul. Let's see. They're going to mark off the penalty. Here comes the first mark off. And then Andrew Morgan penalty mark
10
off.
10 yards against the Raiders for holding.
Yep. And then it's going to be
15 from that spot. Yeah.
He signaled
against the
3rd
Bears.
down, so it's not going to be a first.
No, it's not.
I thought that might be an automatic. It's going to be 3rd down.
All right, 10 against the Raiders. 15 against the Bears.
At the Bear 48-yard line. 3rd down and about 4, nearly 5 to go for a first down for the Raiders. Again, a huge first down play with 4.2 seconds to be the final play of the third quarter. 4.2 on the clock. and they'll crank it and they'll not get the playoff. That's going to be the end of the third quarter before they can even snap it. And there's the horn. After 3, what a game we've got. Cleveland 28, Bradley Central 21, and we'll take a 1-minute timeout here between quarters on the Buzz 101.3, where games are supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group, and we'll return in 66, which what should be a great fourth quarter finish. Back in 1.
Denso has been around for a really, really long time, locally in our area, over 30 years, and it's a very stable company to work for.
Before I started working here, I didn't know what Denso was, but since I've been working here, knowing how much Denso sort of has its footprint all over the world, it's actually a global company that a lot of people in America haven't heard of, but it interacts with everything you do. If you drive a car, you probably have a Denso part in it.
So some of my daily tasks consist of fixing the machines, communicating with my other associates, and making sure all these production lines are working properly.
We do logistics. We repack finished good products.
Get my day-to-day.
On 3rd and 4, Cleveland somehow completes a pass down the field. Who is that? Number 9. That is McGowan. McGowan on the catch. And a first down to the Bear 37-yard line. Boy, big play. And give Kinsey credit that time. He was under a lot of pressure. McGowan came open. They had Flowers covered up. He falls out of bounds at the Bear 37, where it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Raiders and Cleveland forward. They keep the drive alive. They pulled it out twice on 3rd down. And here's a snap and handoff this time in the middle. And it'll be hit and stopped for no gain. That's number 23. That'll be Merkel again on the carry. He might have a yard. No, he won't even have a yard. They won't even move the stick. 2nd down and 10 to go. Well, the scoreboard now says, well, he did gain. Now they move it down to the 36. Well, that's where it was at, is it not? Give him a yard. Give him 1 yard. 2nd down and 9 to go at the 36-yard line. 2nd and 9 to go at the 36. Scoreboard showing 2nd and 7, but that is way wrong. 11:22 clock running here. 28-21 Raiders lead the Bears. We expected a shootout. It's been all Cleveland the first half. It's been all Bears the second half. And right now the Bears still on the short end of a 7-point deficit. And Tito Boyd is not in there. Let's see why. I don't know what the deal is here. Here's a half in the middle, and a flag blows it dead. A 5-yard penalty is going to be on the Raiders. And that'll back them up. Or did they get time call? Timeout, Cleveland. Cleveland burned another timeout. They're down to 1 timeout. And they'll have 1 remaining here, and we'll take 1 on behalf of Cleveland Collision Center. 11:03 to go in the fourth now. 28-21, Bears down by 7. Back in 1 minute on the Buzz, where games are supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group.
Alexa, ask Whirlpool. Hey Google, ask Whirlpool. Ask Whirlpool. Ask Whirlpool.
Care can be a handful. That's why our Whirlpool Smart Range helps you care smarter with voice control.
Hey Google, ask Whirlpool to turn off the oven.
Set oven timer for 5 hours. Keep warm. Alexa, ask Whirlpool to preheat the oven to 350.
So life doesn't revolve around your range. Everyday care.
Bibs. Blouses. Onesies. Tube socks. Tank tops. Boxers. And bath towels.
Back at Bear Stadium, 10:45 to go on that 3rd down. Cleveland completed another pass to Robert Flowers under pressure. He caught it, and he made something happen. He was hit and got loose, and they'll pick up the 1st down to the Bear 20, just outside the 25-yard line. 1st 10, just caught the 26. Kinsey hands off in the middle. He'll have a couple of 3 yards. That's going to Merkel. So Boyd, I don't know. They're not giving the ball to Boyd at all. I don't know if he's not even in the game. He might be hurt. We're not sure there. But it's going to be second down, and let's give him 3 yards or so. Looks like 2nd and 7 to go at the 22-yard line. 2nd down and 7 to go at the 22-yard line with 10:08 now in the game. Cleveland driving. This will be a big score for Cleveland. Bears really need a defensive stop here. They can't give up a field goal even. They trail by 7, 28-21. Tight formation this time. Let's see if they put a man in motion. Kinsey ready. The snap. He will hand off into the middle. A short gain. It's going to be 3rd and long. No gain, really. Merkel again. And it's going to be actually lost a little. Yeah. Back him up to the 23-yard line. Merkel comes out. Boyd is in there now. So Tito probably wasn't hurt, but he's back into the game now. Well, he's stretching his back, actually. He's bending over and stretching his back like he might have a problem there. And we'll go to Gwynn, see if he picks anything up here in a moment. 9:25 clock running. Big play here again. 3rd and 8. It is 2-down territory for the Blue Raiders, and they've come through so many times on 3rd tonight. With Tito Boyd in the backfield, let's see if they throw to him. He's not set at the normal position for a running back. And it'll be Kinsey rolling out to his left, going to throw down into the end zone. It's way intercepted by the Bears. Incomplete. Oh, I thought we had it there. Through his hands. That was Tucker Steele, I believe, wasn't it, Earl?
That is Tucker Steele.
Yep. And let's go to Gwynn on the sidelines. Gwynn, big 4th down coming up here.
Yeah, that was quite the shocker there when he dropped out. I thought this was going to be a momentum change again, but 4th down.
They're going to try a field goal. They will try a field goal. It'll be a 40-yarder. Let's see if they fake it, though. Let's see who's going to – Dale's going to attempt it.
Yep.
He's hit a couple of 30-yarders.
41 yards.
41-yard attempt coming out. That's a pretty good – he's got the wind to his back, though. Here's a snap. The place down. That kick is up. It is going to be no good. The Bears of Helen will take over with exactly 9 minutes to go in the game. And the Raiders lead at 28-21. We'll be back in 30 seconds with the first play of the Bears series here on the Buzz 101.3. See if the Bears can take advantage of that defensive stop. Cleveland has not been in the end zone in the second half. 9 minutes in the game, 28-21. Raiders lead the Bears. Raiders a little confusion. They're going to swap wideouts. Trey Kirk goes to the top, the left side, and it's going to be Cannon Hall on the bottom right wideout. Back goes Burke in the empty backfield to pass. He rolls right. He's got all kind of time. Here's a pass out in the flat. It's going to be over the top.
He's there.
Complete down to the 40 on the 45-yard line.
Cannon Hall.
I believe Cannon Hall with a catch. Yes. From the 20 to the 47-yard line, a 27-yard pickup and a Cleveland first down for the Bears. Cleveland Ford first down for the Bears there. To the 46, they mark him a gain of 26 on the play. So the Bears trying to drive for the tying score with 8:37 to go. Clock is running. Nobody, well, let's see. Now we've got McClary in the backfield. Trips to the right side. Curry to the top on the left outside, the wide receiver. It'll be the draw play to Curry, trying McClary to the left side. He's going to have some yards. Yep. He's going to be ran out after a gain across midfield to just inside Cleveland territory, right at the 49 or so. A gain of about 5, 2nd down and 5 to go. Let's make it a gain of 4, 2nd and 6 to go. He's right at midfield.
Right at midfield.
He's got to get to the Cleveland 44-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 6 to go at midfield for the Bears, who trail 28-21. 8:23. McClary got out of bounds on the play, which was to his left side. That was a delayed handoff in the backfield. McClary to the left hip this time of Burke. Burke changes plays at the line of scrimmage, steps forward. Play clock's at 10. Plenty of time here. Twins right, single man left for the Bears. Burke with a snap. He's back. Plenty of time. Boy, the line's getting protection. Now he's going to have to spin free the left side. Pass going to be complete. Out front going to be a first down for the Bears. That's going to be
out of bounds.
Curry on the left side. He will spin free from one and fight and get extra yards, and a Bear first down to the Cleveland 40-yard line.
He found Curry open.
10-yard pickup.
Turned it upfield, got about 5 more yards, and wisely went out of bounds to kill the clock.
10-yard gain on the play of Cleveland Ford first down for the Bears with 8:11 to go. Clock stopped. 28-21. Raiders on top. It's been all Bears here in the second half. Cleveland's not sniffed the scoreboard. They had close enough for a long field goal attempt that was off to the left side, no good. And the Bears right now trying to even the score. Trips out to the right side this time. It will be Burke. Hand off to McCleary, going to the left side. He's going to have 2-3 yards, maybe down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3, second down and 7 to go. They're overloading to one side and handing the ball on the running place, going to the opposite side. He didn't have enough time. He didn't have the blocking to hold him to clear it for the downfield run there. Back him up a yard, only a 2-yard gain to the 38 now. Second down and 8 to go for the Bears at the Cleveland 38. McCleary coming off, looks like he's hobbling a little bit. He's not 100% right there. He's off the field. Trey Curry will go into the backfield probably to replace him. And let's see where he sets up. He will be in the backfield with Javen Burke. We have Hall and Sailor Clark out wide for the Bears. It'll be a handoff to Curry. He's going to be hitting the backfield. Spins free from 1. He's going to have 5-6 yards. Down to the 35 and on to the 34. Down to the 33-yard line. It's going to be third down, and time's going to be called. There's a flag over there against the Bears coming up. On the far side, we'll repeat this in the 5-yard mark-off coming up here, I do believe. Probably an illegal shift here, unless it's a hold. We hope that's not a hold. Going to be a shift call, 5-yard mark off. Yep, 5-yard mark off from the line of scrimmage. So back him up from the 33 to the.
No, from the 38.
38 to the 43. Well, we get to repeat the down. That's okay. We didn't get the first. Second down and about 13 to go.
Yeah, to the 43. Yeah, from the line of scrimmage.
Andrew Morgan, attorney at law. Penalty call there against the Bears. I believe that's our first of the. No, we had the one that was offset. We had the
personal foul
after Cleveland had 2 holding calls on one play. I've never seen that before. Second and 13. The snap. Handoff, fake the curve. They drop it in the backfield, and Bears pick it up. Here goes Cannon Hall. He's going to get yards. He's going to have 5 or 6 yards. Almost a disaster for the Bears. An end around the reverse fake, and they dropped it. Curry did. Cannon Hall picked it up and made yardage out of it from the 43. Well, he was back to the 48, and
I'm arguing at the 41.
A 7-yard gain on what could have been a disaster. Third down and right at 11 to go for the Bears. We'll take that, considering the alternative would have been a Cleveland recovery. We're in 4-down territory again, I'm sure. Third down, 11 to go with 6:48 in the game. Burke back, looking. All kind of time. Down the field, over the top, in toward the end zone. Ball
He's there.
Incomplete. Oh, he had it momentarily. It's going to be 4th down. Oh, he had it.
Who's that, Ashton?
No, that's Curry.
No, short.
No, that's going to be Cannon Hall. Cannon Hall on the far side. Okay, here we go. 4th and 11 of the Bears with 6:39. Clock stopped again with incompletion. And we'll see what the Bears have in mind. 4th and 11 at the Cleveland 41-yard line. This is a huge first down play here. 4th down play for a first down. Curry out wide left. It is Ashton Boyd, Sailor Hall, Cannon Hall, Sailor Clark, and the fake on the play action to Curry. Burke's going to roll out left, going to throw it across the middle. Complete
from the first.
Boyd to the 35, to the 20.
Ashton Boyd.
4-yard line. Ashton Boyd, the senior, with a huge catch for the Bears on 4th down and 11.
That was big right there. Ashton Boyd and Javen Burke come through.
And Ashton was a wide out here and caught it on the hash mark on the far side. Yep. He was wide open.
That comes up for 18 big yards.
1st and 10 for the Bears and Cleveland forward here. Bears at the Cleveland 23-yard line. Clock's at 6:11 to go. It is running after they move the sticks. Got to take the ball in and get a score to tie it up here. Here will be Burke keeping himself to the left side. He's going to step up, going to reverse field, and now he's going to cut up field. He's going to have 5, 6, 7 yards, and he will not go down. They'll knock him out of bounds after a pretty good gain down inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line. Stop the clock at 5:53. Going to be second down. Let's give him, looks 18. Like it'll be 5 yards. Yep, 5 yards. 2nd and 5 coming up with 5:53 to go. 28-21, Raiders lead the Bears. Bears trying to drive for the tying score here. They have dominated this second half. Great coaching at halftime to make some adjustments. Got to keep the ball and take it in for 6 and get the extra point. Berg fakes the handoff. Back, looking across the middle. Going to be touchdown, Bears. Sailor Clark, touchdown.
Yes, baby.
Sailor Clark, 1 point away from tying the game, Earl.
And Sailor has been quiet tonight, but boy, he was open there. And it was deflected just a little bit, Gary. I think the video will show that, but not enough. And Sailor made a sure-handed catch there. 18 yards for the TD, and this is this all-important extra point.
We'll go to Gwen in a moment. Let's get the extra point first here for Ed Cycles. Here's a snap. The place down. The all-important point is up. It is good. We are tied at 28.
All right, baby. All the way back.
Gwen, what happened down there,
Yes,
bud?
sir. I think you called it right. The Sailor's just been quiet the whole game, and not that they really set it up, but he engineered himself in the right place at the right time, and it was a score.
There you go. The Bears have tied it at 28 with 5:47 to go. We'll be back in 30 seconds with a kickoff here on the Buzz, where games are supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group. Just had the ball kicked out of bounds at the Cleveland 34, so they'll bring it out and take over to the 35-yard line, be a 1st and 10 for the Raiders. And a pass word along from Ralph Chase to Cherie Morgan. He has not had a heart attack yet. He's standing here beside of us, and we're going to watch him closely to make sure. Ralph says he's okay. He let me feel his chest, so he's okay.
His heart pressure is a little bit elevated, though. I'm telling you, he's getting into it.
Yeah, he's over here banging on everything. So the Raiders have it 1st and 10 in a tie game at 28-28. They'll be at their 35-yard line. It has been all Bradley. Earl, that last drive?
Last drive went from the 20s, so that's 80 yards. Let me check the plays.
The big 4th down conversion to Ashton Boyd on the pass. That was the big play of the game.
They used the clock well. I mean, that was a good-looking drive, Gary.
Yeah.
A must drive.
I don't know how we're going to pick a player of the game or I'm telling you. We may have to flip a coin here tonight. While we're holding up the game here, the referee steps in.
They're at the 33. We're at 30,
they got a chain
38.
problem.
Yeah, they do.
Problem with the chain over there. I see it now. They're working on the chain. And are we ready to go yet? Well, the referee's still standing over the ball and not going to do it yet. Looking at the problem with the chain, and now here they're going to go. Now, why are they moving it up?
Yeah, they've got to move the whole thing. There we go. Now they're getting it.
Okay. A little confusion on the chain gang there. Does the chain gang have to go back into the prison tonight? 1st and 10. Here's a snap. Handoff in the middle. It's going to be Tito. He's going to be free. He's going to have 10, and then he's going to be slammed back down hard, but he's going to have the 1st down. Tito Boyd out to the Cleveland 48, where it will be a 1st and 10 for the Raiders.
It is.
5:38. Boy, now we're in a tie game at 28-28. Oh, man alive. It's hard on the old man here. 28-28 our score. A lot riding on the outcome of this senior game here tonight, a region game at Bradley Central. Bears 2-0 in the region, Cleveland 1-1. They've got trips out wide right. Somebody get on Flowers. Get 2 or 3 guys on Flowers over there. Boyd, though, the long set back in the backfield with Kinsey, and he will hand off to Boyd. He'll hit the middle, and he'll have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 yards. He got another 1st down there. They can't get him down. Down to the Bradley 41, 42, let's call it, and it will be another Cleveland Ford 1st and 10 for the Raiders. 5:09 clock running here in the game, in regulation, put it that way. We don't need overtime unless that's what it takes to win it for the Bears. That's right. Ralph says we need a turnover. So We've not had a turnover either way tonight, so maybe we'll get one for the Bears here. Been a clean played game, a few penalties, but
yeah, it's been a well-played game. I mean, it's good sportsmanship.
Yes.
Just hard-nosed play.
Here we go. Twins to the right side for the Raiders. Kinsey on first 10, hands off
Tito.
to Bowden. In the middle, he's got 5, 10, 15, 20.
No.
He's going to go to the house. Going to be a touchdown for the no. He's down at the 1 yard line. He was wide open in the middle that time as it opened up a huge gap on the offensive left side of the Bradley defensive side, left side, and he took it almost to the house. I thought he was going to be
at the
scoring. He's at the 1, first and goal for the Raiders with 4:28 clock running here in the fourth period of play. 28 our score. Oh my goodness. So I'd say let him take it in on the first play and get the ball back. No, this is going to be hard to stop him. 4 downs at the 1 yard line.
You're right.
Tito in the backfield. Don't eat up the clock. Take it in. Stand back, let him in. I wouldn't worry about it. We worry about the clock right now. And here will be Tito, and he will be hit, but he'll get free and go in for the touchdown at 3:59 to go in the game. Cleveland up 34-28. So that's what we needed there, Earl, since he broke the long
It really is. I mean, it sounds crazy, but from the 1 yard line, first and goal, why take 3 or 4 plays with the clock
in a couple of minutes, yeah.
Yeah, we need the football.
Well, let's see what we can pull out here. Let's see, it'll be an extra point attempt by Lawson Dale. He's not missed tonight. He missed a field goal, and now Cleveland's a man short on the sideline. Here comes 2 guys in, though, and now 1 runs off. They were a man shy on the extra point attempt, an important man. Here's a snap. That place down, that kick is up, and it's good. So at 3:59 in the game, 35-28, the Raiders are first score of the second half. We'll be back with their kickoff to the Bears in 1/2 minute on the Buzz, where games are supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group.
One thing to love about the Tennessee Valley is Bradley Central Show Choir, Vocal Motion. The other thing to love is the local Geico office on Lee Highway.
You could save a lot. Oh, you could save a lot. Oh, you could save a lot. But how do you know?
Unless you call 894-2600. Got a car? Got a boat? Got a home?
Get a quote.
The Cleveland kickoff by Lawson Dale. Back deep for the Bears. They've got 3 guys back. Cleveland may not kick it deep. Let's see what they decide to do here. They lead it now 35-28 with 3:59 in the game in regulation. Bears have fought back from a huge deficit. Here's the kick. It is a short kick. Going to be taken at the 16 to the 20 to the 25, outside to the 30 to the 35 to the 40, and out of bounds at the Bear 42. Excellent field position on the return by Cannon Hall. Cannon Hall on the return there from the 16 to the 42. Will be the Bears first and 10 with 3:50 in the game.
Good field position, plenty of time. And now let's see if Javen Burke and his crew can work their magic again. I'll tell you what, I like Javen doing a lot of freelancing. Of course, you want to try to pass if you can, but hey, we're at our best when Javen just takes it and runs, freelancing.
Trey Curry at tailback position behind Javen Boyd. Twins to the right side, single man left for the Bears. And it'll be a pitch back to Curry. He's going to throw the pass down the field. Here's Saylor Clark on the pass. It's going to be overthrown, incomplete. A little bit too long, 2 or 3 yards over his head. Second down and 10 coming up. We scored on that play last week.
Yep.
On a Curry pass to Cannon Hall.
And you could see Saylor knew he was open, and he kept looking up, and then he realized, and we realized, he's not going to be able to get under it.
Nope. Saylor goes to the left side this time. Cannon Hall to the right side. Trey Curry far side on the left side. Ashton Boyd tucked underneath him. Second down, 10 to go with 3:44 to go. Certainly it's going to be 4 down territory no matter where you're at on the field. Here will be the handoff to McCleary. He's going to come forward to the 45. He's 50, 45, 40.
Go, Ricky, go!
All the way down to the Cleveland 35-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. It'll be a first and 10 for the Bears and Cleveland forward. A gain from the 43 down to the 35. So 15-7, about 22 yards, Earl.
Yeah, 15 plus the 7, yep, 22 yards.
They'll crank the clock with 3:31 in the game. What a wild and woolly game we've had. We expected nothing less. The snap. Burke hands off to, no, he fakes to McCleary. Pass over the top, down into the end zone to Cannon Hall. It's going to be incomplete. He was covered defensively
by Robert Flowers.
Going to be second down and 10 to go. No, that's Jones. Jones on the coverage, number 8. Second down and 10 to go for the Bears. Clock's at 3:15. Time is becoming a factor, but the Bears have all 3 timeouts left.
And good field position.
Yep.
35-yard line.
4 down territory. Play clock's at 18 now. Burke to the sidelines, brings the play back into the team. No huddle. They'll go straight to the line of scrimmage. Play clock's at 9. Trips left side for the Bears. Burke back, looking, rolling left, throws back across, complete to McCleary. He's got the first down to the 20-yard line. Barely gets it, but it will be a Cleveland forward and a Bear first down.
Clock stopped to move the chains.
15-yard pickup actually that time. 15-yarders, 3:06 to go in the game. First and 10 for the Bears, just outside the red zone. We have the Denso red zone.
Just under 3 as the clock starts.
So, the clock is running again after they move the sticks.
Let's go, Bears. Clock is running.
In the backfield now is Javon Burke for the first time tonight. Javon in the backfield. We have trips to the left side this time. Curry all along to the right side. Javon on the carry. He's hit and brought in immediately for no gain. Actually lost a yard. 2:34 to go in the game. 2:34 to go. Second down, 11 to go. A loss back to the 21-yard line. Don't understand that call, but
I don't either.
It will be second and 11 for the Bears. Clock is running, guys. We've got to get the play in. Moody. Coach Moody, Matt Moody, the offensive coordinator, signals the play in. Second down and 11. He's conferring with Coach Floyd. Here we go. Clock's at 2:10 to go. Javen. McCleary behind him now. Here will be a fake to McCleary. He rolls out to the right side. Oh, there's the interference. He got it. Interference against Carter Howard. And it's
he was held. You can see it. Holding.
First time they've targeted Carter tonight. Gwen, are you there on the sidelines?
From the back, Judge.
We'll check.
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay.
Looked at another flag coming off the Cleveland sideline.
Off the Cleveland sidelines. Well, there's a holding call.
And then another one.
Okay.
Dead ball.
Oh, we might have two then. Here comes a call. Pass interference on Cleveland. And then sideline warning, on Cleveland. Just a warning. So one penalty will be marked off. That will be a pass interference. And that'll be a first and 10 for the Bears down near the 10-yard line with exactly 2 minutes now in the game.
21.
Well, let's see. They're conferring now on the call here.
Line of scrimmage was at the 21.
That's right, 21, just outside the 20. I'm not sure what the discussion is about.
Well, it's just a straight interference call. So is that 15 yards or half the distance?
Well, if it's half the distance, it won't be a first down. Interference on Cleveland.
Yep.
Let's see if he holds up his fingers. Sideline warning against Cleveland.
That must be their second. Yeah. Half the distance both times.
Yes, it was. So half
down
the
to the
distance.
5-yard line.
We'll take that. First and goal for the Bears in the den zone now at the 5-yard line. 2 minutes exactly in this game. Let's have no turnovers here.
Yeah, first and goal.
It'll be Burke on the carry himself. He'll step it up, try to get around the end. He will take it. And is he in? Touchdown, Bears! Right. Touchdown, Javen Burke, 35-34 with 1:55 in this game in regulation.
Looked like he was just a little bit shook up on that play.
I'm a little shook.
He's running it off, though.
Is he okay?
Looks like he's just running it off.
All right. Isaac Vaughn to attempt the tying PAT, man. I tell you what. Here comes Jake Tipton back in. That's good to see Jake back in the game. He was injured earlier, that shoulder.
He has been shaken up at least
I think we're going for 2, Earl. I believe we're going for 2. The Bears are going to go for 2, it appears. Yes, they are.
Oh, baby. This is a gutsy call.
I don't know, guys.
Down by 1, they're going for 2.
Here we go. Bears are going to go for 2. And there's a timeout. I believe Cleveland called time. Yes, Cleveland got time called. Their final timeout of the night just before the snap. So they'll take a timeout, and we'll take one with them here on the buzz. For Cleveland Collision, we'll take a 1-minute timeout. Back on the buzz. Folks, right now it's all or nothing for the Bears. They trail by 1 with 1:55. They're going to go for 2 points here. 35-34 our score. And it'll be Burke in the shotgun. They'll shift the heavy guys to the left side. Cleveland will shift their defense with them. Burke back's going to roll to the left side. He will not make it. He stopped. And Cleveland's held him. He slid down and will not get it. It's 35-34. Raiders on top with 1:55 to go. And the Bear kickoff coming up here. So you gamble. Everything all on the line is saying poker all in. And they pull an ace on you. So the Bears didn't get it. And right now, you know, the onside kick is coming up. We will keep it right here, Morgan, not go to a break right now. So, boy, oh, boy, what a comeback and what a heartbreaking.
Gary, that was quite a loaded play. When you put something like that up, you know, trying to make this happen, that's a heavy.
Yep. I tell you what, they'll be discussing whether or not that was a good call for a long, long time if the Bears cannot recover the onside kick here.
Let's recover.
Yeah.
Let's recover.
It'll be Isaac Vaughn to kick off, of course. Cleveland's not on the field. Here come the Raiders back out on the field. They're going to have their hands people up front, of course. Brad's been practicing onside kicks this week quite a bit, I know.
You know, a couple of years ago, Gary, we saw a perfect one at Kingsport. We need something, a big high bounce like that. Onside kick is definitely coming.
Cleveland with nobody back deep. Everybody up at the line. Isaac Vaughn waiting for the official to get him the signal to go ahead. With 1:55 to go, here comes his kick. It is going to be, nope. Time's going to be called by penalty. It's penalty on Cleveland.
Yeah, the clock ran out.
Well, he threw the.
Well, that's what they're.
He called a flag and pointed Cleveland. I guess that's that's got to be delay of game call.
Yep, that's what it is, delay of game.
So they'll back it up to the 35. No, it's on Cleveland.
So how did they get?
Yep, there the call is now. It is on Cleveland. I'm not sure what the penalty was.
They were trying to substitute.
Illegal
in the
sub.
middle of that.
Illegal sub. Move the ball up to the 45. Another Anthony Morgan penalty. Anthony Morgan, attorney at law in north of Coy Street. So the ball at the 45 for the Bear kickoff. Here comes Isaac Vaughn's approach, and they will kick it deep and over the head and go into the end zone. The Bears have all 3 timeouts left. That's what they're banking on. And that's probably a good call there, really, to give Cleveland position.
I didn't suspect that call, but I like it. I mean, the clock doesn't run. You kick it into the end zone now.
Yep.
They only had Tito back, 10 players up at the line of scrimmage or up close. They had Tito back just in case they wanted to pooch kick it, and Isaac kicks it all the way into the end zone. So the Raiders will get it at the 20-yard line, 1:55 to go. Gary?
The defense has got to rise to the occasion here for sure. They get a first down. It's over with. The Bears have 3 timeouts, so they can stop it after each play in the backfield. I'm sure Cleveland's going to try to burn some clock here. Kinsey ready for the snap in the shotgun, trying to get the Bears to jump. And they do, and there's a 5-yard penalty on the Bears. That's the last thing they need. They were anticipating the snap count. Long count, the Raiders caught them off guard, and they will give 5 yards to the Raiders. 1st and 5 at the Cleveland 25 now. Boy, we didn't need that. Need that to go the other way. Clock has not started yet. Still 1:55. Seems like we've been in a long, long fourth quarter as we approach the 10 o'clock hour here. So the Bears now even bigger challenge on 1st and 5. Cleveland have 3 downs now to get that first down. Kinsey takes a snap, hands off to Tito. He's going to be hit and spun down, no gain. 2nd down. Timeout Bears. That took 5 seconds. They've got to stop them, though, for 3 straight downs, and the Bears will take a time. Let's take a quick 30 here on behalf of Cleveland Collision Center. We'll be back on The Buzz, where games are supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group in just 1/2 minute. Here we go, the next play with 1:50 to go. Bears use one of their 3 timeouts. Kinsey ready. He will hand off to Tito again. He'll not have the first down. It's going to be third. He'll get a couple of three there to the 28. Another quick timeout. Couple of the Bears. That one took 7 seconds.
1:43.
And here's going to be the play.
Yep, this is the ball game.
The ball game is on this one right here. Timeout Bears, and we'll keep it here this time. So, Earl, you've got to get this one to have a shot. Get the ball back.
Yep, and it's just 2 yards to go. 3rd down and 2. They've got, and that penalty, boy, that was huge.
Yeah.
I mean, you're faced with a 1st and 5 instead of a 1st and 10. Right now, instead of 3rd and 2, it would be 3rd and 7. But that's wishful thinking.
Yep.
Right now, you're faced with a situation where if Tito, and he's going to get the ball, Tito, if he gets 2 yards and picks up the first down, then it's virtually over.
Gwen, we got to have this one now for the Bears to have a shot here, get the ball back.
I think for Cleveland, it's all on Tito's hands. That's the longest 2 yards in the history of Cleveland football.
Yeah, it probably is here. So Tito's in the backfield on the left side of Kinsey. 3rd down and 2 to go. Here we go. This is the game, really, folks. Kinsey ready for the snap, and he will take it. Hand off to He's hitting a backfield. He will not get his 4th down. It's 4th down. No game time. Bears with 1:37 to go.
And timeout quickly for the Bears, and that's their last one, isn't it, Gary?
That is their last one. It is gone. They've used them all up.
But that's all right. We're going to get the ball with 1.5 minutes to go.
And let's see.
Maybe.
Let's take another quick 30 here. We've got another time. Let's take a quick 30 here. Return here on the Buzz in just 30 seconds.
Do you need credit up to $4,000? With a checking to cash flex loan secured by your car title, that's exactly what you could get. Apply for the cash you need today and keep your car. At Checkin' to Cash, a flex loan offers you the funds you need to handle some of life's bigger emergencies. Get started on your flex loan by visiting checkintocash.com/TN. Apply in-store with your car title, receive quick approval, and borrow the funds you need.
Your one-stop money shop. Checkin' to Cash.
Well, during the break, Earl was discussing, I don't think there's any way in the world Cleveland would fake a
I don't think
punt.
on a 4th down and 2, there's any way that you go for this. They've got to punt. The Bears are out of timeouts. That's the situation. 1:37 to go in the ball game. Bears trail by 1 point.
Dale back to punt. He's got 3 protectors there behind him. And let's see if they would dare fake it. I don't think they will. Sailor Clark back deep for the Bears to return it. Here comes the snap. It is a good snap, and he's going to roll out that rugby-style kick. Sailor Clark is going to, a nice kick, going to hit and bounce and be picked up by Sailor to 22, 25 to the 33, and he's going to be down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bears at their 33 with 1:26 remaining and no timeouts. Mark him at the 31, let's call it. 1:26 and no timeouts for the Bears now. They trail 35 to 34 after the gamble on a 2-point play and did not get it. And a flag way back down here.
What's that about?
That may be on the punter. I don't know. I mean, did we rough the punter? I didn't see it.
I didn't see that.
Let's see what the officials. The flag is way back down there.
Yeah, the team, Cleveland's not moving, so.
Okay. It is chop block on Cleveland.
All right, that'll help.
And will they mark it off?
Yeah.
After the return? It's going to be a first. Yeah, they're going to mark off a penalty on a chop block. This may be 15. I'm not sure.
I believe it is.
They're going to mark it off from the Bradley.
The ball almost at midfield.
31. And it'll be a 15-yard mark-off against Cleveland. Another Anthony Morgan attorney-at-law mark-off all the way to the 48-yard line. Boy, that helps.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
52 yards from pay dirt now, or a field goal attempt.
Yeah,
maybe.
all it needs a field goal, and Isaac's pretty true.
So they're going to have to work the sidelines here. They have no timeouts remaining. You know, and here's a trip set up here. Boy, it's a strange setup here. Is Curry got blocking. He's in midfield. He's to the 45, and he's down to the 46-yard line after a 7-yard gain. He's got to get up.
Let's go.
They're trying to hold him down there, and he flips him off and comes up with 1:13 clock running. 2nd down and about 5 to go after a 5-yard gain at the Cleveland 46-yard line. 1:04. The snap. Burke back. Throwing. No, he's going to hold it. He's going to chase and run out of there. He's got all kind of room. Throws it across the middle. Incomplete to Sailor. Comes up short, and we got a bear down here. That's going to be a lineman number 51. He's shaking up. He's okay, I believe, though. For the Bears, it's going to be C.J. Dills, big lineman. He's going to stay in the game. He's going to shake it off at 56.3 to go. 3rd down and 5. You got to get a first down here, but it's 2-down play. You got to get 5 to keep the chains alive and the game alive. Ball to Cleveland 46. Trips left side this time. Burke for the snap. He's going to hand it off to McCleary. He's going to go in the middle, try to get outside. He's got the first down, 40, 35 and out of bounds. Stop the clock. Down to the Cleveland 34-yard line with 49.4 to go. 49.4 to go. A Cleveland Ford first down for the Bears at the Cleveland High School 35, right dead on the 35-yard line.
Yeah, right at the 35. It's an 11-yard pickup for McCleary.
McCleary just waiting for his blockers. He followed him greatly that time. And they came open. He went around the left end and was smart enough to get out of bounds. The Bears with no timeouts and 49.4 in the game. They're trailing 35-34. Empty backfield. Trips left side. Burke Rose left side. Passing flat's going to be complete to Clark. He's going to be right there. Another Bear first down. He's got the first down. Stop the clock with 42 to go. At the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 Bears at the Cleveland 24. Clock is running again now quickly. Empty band, there's a flag. No, they're going to incomplete pass. They grounded the ball. 2nd down and 10 to go. Burke just took the snap and grounded with 37.5 to go. Lord of mercy, what a finish, Earl.
Yep, this is, hey, I knew it was going to be a great game, but I didn't expect a cardiac-type game.
Gwen, are you alive down there, Gwen?
Left of me. What's left of me? Man.
Hang on there, buddy. Here we go. 2nd down and 10. The clock is stopped with 27.5. Again, trips to the right side this time. Burke with a snap. Back. Looking. Rolling right. Going to throw it out in the flat. It's going to be complete to say the clock to the 11-yard line. He'll have short of the first down. Clock's at 29. Where they stop the clock. Why did they stop the clock? It's close enough to measure maybe. It's right at the sticks. And now, will they crank the clock? It is a first down. It is a first down for the Bears. And they'll ground the ball again and stop with exactly 27 seconds to go in the game. 27 seconds. We're close enough maybe for a field goal.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking. Hey, it's getting down to where it's almost like an extra point.
Ball's on the 12-yard line, backed it up. He just moved it back to the 13-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 with 27 seconds to go. And Gwen, are you thinking maybe a field goal here?
Who caught that?
Absolutely thinking a field goal.
Who caught the last one?
Absolutely.
Sailor Clark on the catch. And here we go with 27 seconds to go. You got a couple of chances on the 2nd and 3rd down to do what you want to do. Just can't lose any yardage. Got to get rid of the ball. McCleary in the backfield for the Bears. He will shift to the left side, go in motion, and Burke will try to go up the middle. He's going to be hit and shaking and getting free inside the 10.
And the clock is running.
19.2. They're going to kill the clock. They're going to kill it. They're going to kill it. They're going to ground the ball and kick a field goal. And they ground the ball with 12 seconds to go and going to attempt a field goal here. And it's on the shoulders of senior Isaac Vaughn with 12 seconds to go as they set it up for the field goal try.
Yeah, it's in the middle of the field, Gary, and it's not much longer than an extra point. What is the line of scrimmage it's inside the 10. Where is that, the 9?
It's going to be kicking a 26-yard field goal and almost straight on. Almost straight on.
Yep, 26 yards.
Lord, help my heart. Hold out here. Here we go. Cleveland may call time. No, they have no times. Here's the snap. The place down. That kick. It is up. It is. It's good, baby. It's good. The Bears take the lead. Yes. 6 seconds in the game.
Hey.
It's good. Holy smoke.
Lord have mercy.
Gwen, tell us about it.
Oh my gosh. There is a flag on the field. I'm sure it's post-kick.
Hey, let's see.
Unsportsmanlike.
It's on Cleveland. Yeah. Unsportsmanlike flag on Cleveland after the play.
Oh my goodness.
My folks.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my heavens. I don't want to tell you here. Bears up 37-35 with 6.3 in the game. I'd kick it as deep as I could because the penalty on the kickoff now, that'll be a 15-yarder on the kickoff.
Yep.
Kick it to the end zone.
6 seconds to go, 6.3 seconds.
Unsportsmanlike.
Man, oh, man.
Goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness. We're going to get Coach Floyd up here. My voice is gone. Sorry. That's okay. 6.3 to go. Bears 37-35. And they're going to be kicking off after a 15-yard mark-off down the Cleveland 45. We'll kick it off from inside Cleveland territory. And there's going to be 20,000 people said, I was there that night.
Yeah.
I was there. Yeah, I saw that. I was there, saw it live.
And Joe Cannon, aren't you glad that you did a feature this week on Isaac Vaughn?
The man with the golden touch.
The golden nugget.
Yeah, the golden. Oh, goodness, golden nugget. Isaac Vaughn to kick off with 6.3 to go. I'm sure he'll boom it into the end zone. It is high. It is in the end zone, so here we go. So Cleveland have one razzle-dazzle play, barring a penalty here. Or this game's going to go in the victory books for the Bears. Their fifth straight win. Unbelievable. I hope it didn't blow the amplifier here, screaming there on that kick. Gwen, I tell you what, bud, we've seen some great games.
Hey,
and
this is one of them.
Classics right here.
My gosh.
Absolute classic.
I'll tell you what, there are mostly Bear supporters over in this press box. And this entire press box, Gary, is breathless. Breathless. I mean, everybody is gasping.
It erupted. 6.3 to go. 37-35. Bears by 2. Cleveland with a play. They're going to do some razzle-dazzle hook and ladder or something. Bet on a trip to the right side. Bradley in a prevent. They got 5 guys 25 yards down the field. Here comes a snap to Kinsey. He's going to throw it out in the flat. It's going to be complete. And he's going to be running. That's going to be Flowers trying to get around everybody. He's down to the 25-35, and he's going to be down. Oh, he lattled it, and it's down. And this game is over.
It's over.
The Bears have won this game.
It's over.
As they have won it and pulled out a miracle win.
Yes.
Holy smoke. What a win for the Bears. And Gwen, I tell you, I want you to see if you can get Isaac Vaughn on the field. We'll get Damon up here, but get Isaac Vaughn when you can after they say their prayer and have the meetings and the handshakes and all that. And get his thoughts on what a way for the senior who was spotlighted by Joe Cannon, the band this week, on his magnificent kicking efforts for the Bears. It couldn't get any sweeter for him. And a 37-35 thrilling come behind down 21 points at halftime to pull it out with 6 seconds to go in this game on an Isaac Vaughn 26-yard field goal. And what a thrilling game. And in a rivalry game like this, I don't know what more you could expect or ask for or want. It's been incredible.
I tell you, it's a thrilling comeback from the Bears, but you know what? That is a heartbreaker for the Blue Raiders.
Yeah.
I mean, they led the entire ball game.
Yes.
And had one time a 21-point lead. You could tell, though, in the third quarter, the momentum changed completely. The Bears dominated the third quarter throughout the second half, and we were in for a ball game. You knew that. And it gave the fans on both sides everything that they came expecting. You talk about the old proverbial getting your money's worth. Hey, they got their money's worth and more tonight.
Well, it's hard to describe this game. I don't know. Joe, you're going to have a job describing this game in the paper, Sonny. But it'll be a fun little write-up for you there. But what a great night. What a great night for a lot of reasons, folks, not just for the great competition on the field. It was senior night. The Bears were honored for their championship win at halftime. And we're going to have the Bears are gathering up. They always have Coach talk to them. They'll have their prayer or their circle of prayer. And Gwen will be on the field. He will grab Isaac Vaughn and get his thoughts. And Gwen, let me know when you have him, and I'll come to you immediately before we take a break here.
Okay, I'm looking for him.
On the Jenkins Deli halftime or post-game show. He's wearing number 10, of course, as you well know. And they're going to go into the prayer right now. They're kneeling down with their helmets off, clasping hands. And, boy, the coaching staff is elated. Coach Floyd, I'm telling you what, he won't sleep tonight. I don't know if I will. I'll probably be talking tomorrow, but that's okay. We got a week. We got to play Maryville next week.
Oh, yeah, let's enjoy this one this weekend.
Let's not even talk about that. But my, oh, my, what a great, great game. from everybody involved here. Let's take a time out here. Let's take a quick 1-minute break on our Jenkins Daily post-game show, and we'll come back, and hopefully by then we'll have Gwen on the field with our senior star of the game right there, Isaac Vaughn. We'll be back in just 1 minute for more live coverage on Mixon the Buzz 101.3, where games are supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group. Back.
Denso has been around for a really, really long time, locally in our area, over 30 years, and it's a very stable company to work for.
Before I started working here, I didn't know what Denso was, but since I've been working here, knowing how much Denso sort of has its footprint all over the world, it's actually a global company that a lot of people in America haven't heard of, but it interacts with everything you do. If you drive a car, you probably have a Denso part in it.
So some of my daily tasks consist of fixing the machines, communicating with my other associates, and making sure all these production lines are working properly.
We do logistics. We repack finished good products.
My day-to-day here is basically working on the machines and producing product for Denso.
Alexa, ask Whirlpool. Hey Google, ask Whirlpool. Ask Whirlpool, ask Whirlpool.
Care can be a handful. That's why our Whirlpool Smart Range helps you care smarter with voice control.
Hey Google, ask Whirlpool to turn off the oven.
Set oven timer for 5 hours. Keep warm. Alexa, ask Whirlpool to preheat the oven to 350.
So life doesn't revolve around your range. Everyday care.
Are you hungry? How about now? Yeah. What about from this angle? Yeah. BCHS Culinary has all your needs. Feed your feelings.
Well, there's delirium on the field here as the Bradley football team has broken huddle and come to the student section who remains in full force here. And they are down there celebrating with the students who are in great voice here tonight for the Bears. But right now, the final again, Cleveland loses to the Bears 37-35 on a field goal with only 6.3 seconds to go by a senior kicker, Isaac Vaughn. And let's go to the field where Gwen Schroyer has Mr. Vaughn cornered down there. Gwen, take it away, buddy. Come to me, Gwen. You had him a minute ago.
Hey, I'm here with Isaac now. Here he is.
Okay, go ahead. You got him now, Gwen.
Hey, how's it going?
I tell you what, Isaac sounds about as calm as anybody in this place. Hey, we're going wild up here, Isaac.
Yeah, me too.
Is your heart not pounding?
Oh, it definitely is, 100%.
Gwen, go ahead and talk with him.
Okay, we're going to try to tell him. Hey, Isaac, you got the headset on down there, Isaac?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, come on up here to the press box. Give it back to Gwen. Just come on up here to the press box. We get you up here because Joe wants to talk to you as well.
All right, I'll be there.
Okay, thank you. That's going to be Isaac Vaughn. We'll have him up here, the kicker who won the game for the Bears there and also made the extra points. And we'll have Coach Damon Floyd coming up here and when he can shake free from the press and the media down there. But Isaac Vaughn will be making his way up here as well. And what a great thing for this senior to kick this, Earl, and it couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Joe had a great article on him and what he's meant to the Bears this season. Had 27 consecutive PATs at one point.
I met Isaac 2 years ago, right down the road here at Farmhouse Restaurant. He was working there, and at that time, we were talking about Ethan. He said, "Hey, Coach, you probably know my brother." I said, "Oh, yes, I know your brother." And at the time, he didn't have any interest in football. He was playing soccer, but we talked sports, and that was my first chance to meet Isaac Vaughn. And I told Kathy, what a great kid. I never dreamed that he was going to be a kicker his senior year.
He didn't either.
Yeah. Lord, Lord, Lord.
Well, Isaac's going to be on his way up here in a moment. He's down there tied up somewhere. I don't see him right now, but we'll have him and Coach Floyd with us on our post-game show. And Gwen's making his way back up here as well. Let's have him announce for Isaac to come up here. Can you announce one more?
Yeah, I saw him coming.
Is he coming?
Yeah.
We're going to have, I tell you what, we'll take one more break right now. Let's take another break. We'll return here on the Jinx Deli post-game show in just 1 minute. Back in 60 seconds on the Buzz 101.3.
Do you need credit up to $4,000? With a check and a cash flex loan secured by your car title, that's exactly what you could get. Apply for the cash you need today and keep your car. At Check and the Cash, a flex loan offers you the funds you need to handle some of life's bigger emergencies. Get started on your flex loan by visiting checkandthecash.com/TN. Apply in-store with your car title, receive quick approval, and borrow the funds you need.
Your one-stop money shop. Check into cash.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
Back in our Jenkins Deli post-game show, we're going to have Isaac Vaughn with a moment. But let's go to Joe Cannon first. Joe, you've seen a lot of these football games like Earl and I have. Can you remember one any more exciting, the most exciting finish besides the overtime game with Jake Smiley and Copeland?
The 2009 game
over at Cleveland.
This and it's just right up there with excitement. I had a friend of mine, and I'll call him out by name. He's actually my bus boss, Lynn Malone, left at halftime. He's been texting me, asking me scores.
Shame on him.
Yes. Proves why you never leave a game at halftime.
Yep.
Yeah, this was just unbelievable. Back and forth. Here, the whole momentum in the first half is Cleveland. Second half, Bradley gets going, gets a couple of stops, gets the benefit of the block. Don't know if it was a block punt or if he kicked it into one of his own men and it went high and we get the possession down there and score. And it's just, unbelievable the things that happen. The going for two there at that last Bear touchdown. We're going, okay.
We're going to ask Damon about that.
Takes a lot of guts to try